put it on the booth. I'm gonna put it on the booth right now, so you can. All right, Kendall, go nuts.
All right. I want to thank everybody for joining us here tonight and Mad Apple Streaming. We're located right inside the Mad Apple Burger and Billiard Company, West College Avenue, Appleton, Wisconsin. I'm really excited to be sitting alongside Mr. Darren Appleton tonight. How you doing, Darren?
Yep, thanks for having me. Very excited to be here in this beautiful room in Appleton. So this Appleton's very happy to be here.
Yeah, right. And of course, we can't forget Mr. Brian Hollenbeck down there hanging out and going to be annoying us all night long.
Yes, I am. You better be excited about it too.
Always.
Is that? I'm readjusting some volumes here. Does that sound okay still in your ears?
Yep.
Yeah, I can't hear myself back.
Kendall, you're deaf, so don't worry about it.
I hear you fine. It's kind of annoying.
Just wait. The night's early.
So you want to give those guys a thumbs up there, Brian?
All right, yeah.
We actually got something to talk about.
All right, we're good.
All right, we got VP Schrader just subscribed to our YouTube channel. Thank you, VP Schrader. Appreciate that. Everybody that's out there right now, if you're on Facebook, get your butt over to YouTube. Subscribe for us. Hit that thumbs up on the hit that subscribe button. Also hit that little bell that's on there to notify you every time we go live. Don't need to search for us.
Looks like Mason got that by an inch or so.
So I guess this is a winner break format.
Winner break. Yeah.
BCA rules?
Yes, sir. I don't know if I don't think no 8-ball breaks.
Yeah, did they make any? So basically the way this works is it's a weekly competition, so the winner goes on and keeps playing. It's a $250 entry tournament, and basically the incoming player gets to pick the game.
Right.
So you kind of get a little bit of an advantage that way.
Yeah, there were some mind games going on last night. I spoke to both players at the table. I said, "Oh, what are you playing tomorrow?" And obviously Mason's the challenger, I believe.
Yep.
He had to give up the title. He had to give up his belt for a few weeks.
Yeah, he was traveling
so yeah, and I think Justin was expecting to be playing 10-ball.
Yeah.
So I think some little mind games there, which is good.
It's always good for our subscribers. Ben Shar, hello everyone. What's up, Ben? How are you?
So you started with English pool, right? Which is basically 8-ball, little box.
Yeah, English 8-ball, reds and yellows, 7 reds, 7 yellows, and the black ball. So very similar rules. There's different sets of rules actually.
Sure.
A bit like it's same in America with the APA rules are different, right, to the BCA, and the WPA rules are slightly different. So yeah, we have different sets of rules also. The tables are the same size as these, but smaller balls and smaller pockets. Okay. We play with like 7 to let's say 9mm tips, so tiny cue ball. It's just a little bit bigger than the golf ball, so I imagine.
Yes, I never thought about
Are you
this, but
serious?
the rail height must be lower too then.
Yeah, yeah. It's basically like a little miniature snooker table.
Yeah.
Like the same cut, like rounded pockets.
Sure.
The cue ball is just bigger than a golf ball?
Yeah, actually, the English 8-ball, the cue ball is smaller, but now it used to be lighter also than the object balls, but now it's the same weight as the object balls, but it's still smaller. It's just because of the mechanics of the table for the coin slot, so that the cue ball comes down the opposite end of the table. Once it goes in the pocket, it doesn't come out the same side as the main balls.
Mason didn't like that. He had the one stripe he could have shot there, but I don't think he liked just blowing into those initially. So.
I had to fix the race on the screen. I had it at 10 from the match before, so.
How do you solve this, Darren? Yeah. So this is going to be behind, so just so you understand what we're watching. If you want to watch live on camera, it'd be above you here.
Oh, okay.
But it'll still give you a look at the lay. Normally this.
Yeah, I can see the table, so good. So I don't think he wanted to bump the 10-ball there, but it's actually turned out pretty good. Well, it was until that 10-ball landed in front of the 4.
Yeah.
The pink 4.
Ken Johnson said sound. Yeah, please let us know how it's sounding out there. So we had to do some reconfiguration here. I just want to make sure everything sounds okay. It sounds good on our end.
Maybe he's just talking about the accents out of there.
Yeah, maybe. Well, he's in a tough spot here because the 5 ball's tied up and the 4, but the 4 does go in this top, and he's just took a look there to see if it does pass the 14. So he'd have to get on the 4 ball now, somehow get on the 6 and leave an angle to break open the 15 and the 5. So he's in a tough spot here. But at least he's left an angle on this 4.
Pretty good. If it wasn't quite on the rail, it'd be a little nicer, but definitely playable from there to do what you were saying.
So when he bumps, he needs that angle on the 6, and he's going to play that with inside English, bump into the 15, and hopefully the 15 is going to move the 5. So he still needs a little bit of luck whether he's going to get a shot on the 5. Because the last thing you want to do is bring your problem ball out last. But in this situation, is no option.
Yeah.
So
he did try and blast away at it.
He did. Yeah, just caught the wrong shot. And sometimes that's just the way the game goes. So here he needs to make a good shot, a good cannon.
Oop. Well, it's almost better. You didn't get the break there.
Yep. Sometimes it's a good miss.
Yeah. That's a pretty good miss.
And the 6 has landed in a decent spot for him. Also, it's alive. It's what I call a live ball.
Yeah, with a good angle to get up to the 5 if he decides to go for it at that point.
Yeah, we'll definitely give him a little bit more. It would definitely give him another shot in this rack anyway.
Justin's going to be playing safe here, I would have to guess. I'm surprised he's going at the 11.
Yeah, and he might even try and make the 6 ball here.
Oh.
Might play the carom and make the 6.
Mr. John Kramer in the house.
So that's a good shot.
John Kramer, good to see you here. And Darren, if you don't know who John is, John actually started the Wisconsin Billiard Hall of Fame.
Oh, okay. Oh.
And that's been just an incredible
Is
thing.
it the John Kramer I played last week in Madison?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I played him last week. I think he...
yeah, that's right. He had a picture posted of you guys.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, luckily he did play his best game. But yeah, super nice guy. So...
That's right, pretty sure I'm the only one that beat you yesterday, wasn't I?
Preston in the house. All sounds good to me, Brian. Looking forward to tonight's match, especially with a legend in the well, I'm not in the booth. I'm down here on the controls. So myself, Samantha, and our 4-day-old Luca. Hey, congratulations, man. That's awesome. Watching from Kiwani. Oh, I guess he was talking about Darren.
Yeah, quite a smart shot there. I was hoping he wouldn't bump the 12 and 15 because he doesn't need to. Because this 10 could have been, this 14 could have been a problem if he had bumped them balls. So I don't like bumping balls, Kendall, unless I need to.
Yeah. Do you like the combination here on that 12, or do you like coming over for the 15 down rail?
Yeah, I like playing for the combination now.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, don't leave him. Because if he gets a funny angle on the combination, you don't want to leave them 3 last 2 balls.
Right. Here you're hitting this pocket speed.
Yep.
Right.
Well, it depends how confident he's feeling, because he might just play a little soft draw and come across for the 14. And he's sort of a guy where I don't see him hitting the balls that softly. Usually, he's quite a very aggressive player. What I've
you
seen
did
of him
play him
so
yesterday, correct?
far. Yep. Yeah, we played him at Lifesaver.
Yep.
That was a lot of fun. And he's a fun guy to be around.
Got to be careful that 15 ball doesn't roll towards that 5.
Yeah, if he hits it clean, he's okay. But like you say, if he hits it a bit funny, like that.
Yeah, see, that's a problem though. You get that 15 that rolled towards the 5. You got to hit that cleaner than that. He actually overcut that.
Yeah, it was a good call there from Hallelujah.
Little Cheddar said, "Hey, can you come back to replace Kendall? That'd be awesome."
What?
Every week, he wants you back every week to replace Kendall.
Cheddar, you're not even here. I'm already told that I'm supposed to yell at you for not being here because Shelly Parker came to see you for the 2nd time and you were not here. I kind of went for that.
Yeah, he did.
Or do you think he was just playing for safe here?
Well, it makes no sense in making that ball. He should have played off a 14 and put the cue ball where it is now.
Okay, yeah.
Because there's no reason to even take any risk there when the 5 ball's so dead. So he needs to be careful here.
Yeah, don't put that 5 ball in front of the pocket for an easy kick. That's the last thing you want to
But
do.
he can't even play the 15
Well,
now
I
because
mean,
he's got the wrong angle.
It'd make as much sense as shooting the 14 in right now.
Yeah.
Kinda,
Patrick says, surprise, Mason picked 8 ball, not 10 ball. Looks
He
like
needs
he's
to
just...
stay up.
Oh, that's...
I'm guessing it's call shot, right?
I think he called safe.
Yeah, called shot.
Yep, so he called safe?
He called safe.
But if he didn't call safe and he made that ball, the incoming player's got the option?
No. Well, did he bank that? I didn't even say. Did he bank it?
He accidentally banked
What
it.
do you do here? You come off the rail first, kick up at the 5.
I wonder if you can slow roll it and just bump the 15 onto the bottom rail. Like that.
Oh, look at that.
Beautiful.
Jacob says,
Shot
"What's
there.
up, fellas? What's up, Jacob?"
Yeah, that was a beautiful shot.
Left the kick open, but still just a great shot. Good control.
So he's looking to make this or get it at least over the pocket. And
Do you
don't.
like rolling these slow, or do you roll these pretty?
He's got to play this slow on it, because if he misses it, he wants the cue ball staying where the 15 is to leave him a tricky shot, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a one rail kick and find his line. Well, very interesting first game, and he's just sold out.
Just sold out. Yep.
Yeah.
You can't afford to lose games like that when you got your opponent completely dead in the water.
Yeah, Mason down to 1 ball, and Justin 3 until he decided to shoot the 14 in down here.
Yeah, 8 ball, you should never lose a rack like that after your opponent's only got 1 or 2 balls left and you've got all your balls on the table. So
Just a lot of strategy.
yep, still a long way to go, but hopefully that's not the sign to come for Justin. Never realised that Mason played with such a long stick.
He does, yeah. He, I mean, again, when he started playing, he was short, so he got used to that cue being so much longer than him. I think
So
so.
he has the extension in the middle also?
Yeah, that's a custom-built cue. He's
Wow.
sponsored by P Shower, and they
25-inch extension
Wow.
in the
And
middle.
what's the length of the cue?
I think I want to say it was 62.
Really?
I think all of that. Yeah.
Jacob, Mason was actually the challenger since Justin won
Correct.
last week, so he picked 8 ball. And as Patrick said, yeah, it looks like he was just trying to mess with Justin early because he figured he was going to play 10 ball, so I think Justin was practicing 10 ball.
Mason's favorite game, if you ask him, is 1 pocket, actually.
That's a good break.
Yeah, that's
Nothing wrong with that break.
dead center table. Cue ball came up off the table, left him right there. Stripes here?
Yeah. Well, the problem balls, the 13's playable, but it's a little bit weird position. The 10's in a weird position.
Do you want me to go up?
I'll lift it up. Yeah.
You could play the 12 to the 10 right here, kind of, couldn't you? Just kinda
Yeah, if he needs to
tap
get on the
up.
problem balls as quick as possible. So I'll probably try and get on the 10 now. We've missed the ball.
Yeah, he forced it.
So that's just careless. Probably took his eye off the ball.
Yep.
Focusing on the cue ball, and that's what happens.
And he didn't really get where he wanted to with the cue ball either, so
Yeah.
I think
I think he actually bumped the free, actually. And
well, now I agree. Now striped or solids look better, especially since you don't really have one at 10.
yeah, just needs to be careful with this shot, though. Nicely. So I play for the 2, and now the 5 after the 2.
2, 5, 4, 6, 7. Possibly.
Yeah, should be.
It's a good angle to come at this.
Yep. Yeah, it's sort of perfect there. The 6 doesn't pass the 10, so he needs to get good on the 4, leave a little angle, or off angle.
Try and come to the backside of the 9 here.
Yeah, even the 8 in the 9's a good shot coming off the side rail. Oh,
Oh, too light. Yeah.
babied it, but he's got away with it.
Did you get it?
As it turns out, it's perfect, but that was very dangerous.
It's a little bit tricky. You got to get enough off the rail that you can slide over for the 7 next.
Yeah, it's one of those shots this way. He's just got to hit it like a little soft draw, but not bring the cue ball back.
It's good.
Probably be pretty happy, I think. You might have to. I'm not too sure if you can just roll it in. Yeah, so he's got to hit it easy. Do you come above the side or underneath?
I think,
Yeah, probably the right shot on a bar table.
I don't know if I like this a lot.
Yeah, especially I don't think you can just cut that 8 ball in, can he?
He's going to come around and stroke this around 2 rails, I think, and give himself the cut down to the corner here. Holy cow.
Yeah,
I
Mark
don't
got
think
lucky
he's
here.
going to like that. You get it? Oh, wait, it looked like he was just going to go right down on that.
He might be. Justin actually decided in talking with Steven while Steven is here tonight. Justin has actually switched over to everything wheat state right now. So if he's bringing out the jump cue, he's actually using the wheat state jump cue right now.
Cheddar, shut up. I don't want to hear it.
But he decided to try it all out tonight, so he's trying the new stuff tonight.
That's crazy.
I thought you could see the edge of the 8-ball there.
Yeah, it almost looks like it.
I mean, if he's jumping this, he's got to only like baby jump it,
Yeah,
especially with that stick.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, great shot.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, he's very obviously very comfortable, but he hadn't. I don't think he even had to go over the 14. I think he could have played a little,
Just a little draw.
like a little baby masse, let's say.
Yeah.
Well, obviously he's very comfortable with that, and he played it very well.
So, Brian, are you saying that like every cue that he's using tonight is a different cue than he usually shoots with?
Yeah, except for his plane shaft. The jump and the brake shaft, or the jump cue and the brake shaft.
All right, well, I can live with that. I would think that would be crazy to just change out
Well,
your shaft.
he was actually going to play with the play shaft, but he didn't have a tip on one, so
Yeah.
or he didn't have the correct.
Well, the brakes and the jump's not a problem. The plane shaft would have been a bit of a surprise, like you say.
What's going on there on Facebook there, Hollenbeck?
What?
Techie guy.
Did you refresh everything up there?
Oh.
Oh,
I don't know.
Remember, I started the stream, so you got to refresh it there.
Someone says, other than Kendall, who's your toughest opponent of all time? Patrick Lynn.
Patrick.
Oh, Patrick, will you stop already?
Hey, I won my match.
Oh,
I don't
my
care what
God.
anybody says. I won.
Oh, Jesus. Here we go.
We'll see what happens when I play him an actual match.
We're gonna have to open up. We're
I'm
gonna
going to have to work a
build
little
a
harder than I did. But
bigger door to get his head out the door now.
I'm just saying, I don't think that you lost another match the entire time you were here.
No, you're true.
See?
I'm
So
undefeated since.
Well, that's because you're the
You
owner.
sparked a fuse.
Right? He was making you feel good.
No, I already
blame him.
said how I won, and it's because I was smart enough to catch him in his first match early, and I was ready.
So the 8-ball doesn't win if you make it on the break, on any pocket, right?
No.
That's correct. Yeah.
You just stay at the table and respot it.
Kevin Dorn is Dale sitting between Kendall and Darren? Yeah, you just can't see him. He's down there.
That's probably true.
He's gone stripe. So the 9-ball's a big ball here. I think it does go in the corner, but it's not easy to wheedle. He's going to bump into it, which is probably the.
Uh-oh.
Well, I was going to say the right shot. You got to say he's a little bit unlucky to land where he's landed, because if he don't go behind the 2-ball, he would have had a shot on the 11, the red stripe, past the 5. So he's a little bit unlucky, to be fair. I didn't really blame him for giving them a bump, because it was hard to get the cue ball out after making the 9-ball, because the 4 was a big ball in the way there. There's no shot here. Unless he's going for the bank shot, so all he's got is a bank shot. And he's banking the 9-ball. Very tough shot, especially when you're jacked over balls.
Well, he's going to actually play the shot, huh?
Yeah, I don't really see what else he can do. There's no safety, really.
You could kind of get him up by the 4-8 there and just leave it rough,
Yeah.
but he's just going to safe right back, I guess.
Tough shot. But he's not a bad leave, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of where I was thinking the safe should be, but I think Mason's just going to stick him right back somewhere there.
Yeah, just
Probably
wouldn't
behind
mind
the
just
8 there.
sticking dangerous. I like sticking him behind the 4, but we'll see. Yeah, he played it great.
I watched...
Didn't like that shot, though, because it could have easily left the 11. I would have just clicked off the 4-ball there and guaranteed the snooker behind the 4. But
one of the junior
I
national...
think he's got there. I think he just got
the
there.
11 there.
What's that?
I think he's got the 11.
Yeah. No, I don't think he got a shot on the 11. I think he just got him behind the 8.
I watched
he got-
Mason at one of the junior nationals tournaments win 4 games straight, 3 fouling.
Yeah, free foul.
3 fouled 4 games in a row. It was crazy. It was the most consecutive safeties I've ever seen.
Yeah, I've never known that before.
Joe Burdett from Illinois. Good evening, gentlemen. Good evening, Joe.
What's going on, Joe? Kevin Dorn. That's right, you said that. Dale is here.
Yeah.
That's why I'm talking to him.
JJ, is wheat
12
state
here.
better than white carbon? Asking for a friend. They're actually one of the same.
Wow, he came around it not what
Wow. He went
literally
through
went around
everything.
4 of his own balls without even glancing one of them.
Yeah, weave it around the ball.
It's tough to do.
Left a nice table for Mason. So going to make the 5, get shape on the 4, and it should be straightforward from there. Attack his problem area very quickly, which was a 2 and the 7 potentially.
Yeah. 7 will come out next, so yes.
Yeah.
Unless he goes up that high.
He cursed you. Well, I would have played for the 7 also, but not a big problem. And that's why he should have played for the 7. But he's got on it and just. That's a bit careless there, though. That could have come. Oh, it has come awkward. It looks like he's okay there just to make it. I don't think he needs to do this, but.
Yeah.
Maybe that long stick, it just changes your stroke for certain shots, I think. Especially I mean, I can't believe
The
how
one
big
thing
that
I
cue
will
is.
say is
Unbelievable.
he does know that shot pretty well.
Yeah.
because I think he does have to
Right, okay.
do it often enough.
Yeah, maybe just more comfortable playing it like that and then try and avoid the double hit.
Yeah.
Nicely played.
He really prefers the big table. He's got a big long stroke.
Well,
so
yeah, that cue as well.
yeah.
That cue is definitely a big table cue.
Uh-oh. Myself a little bit of a test here up on the rail. I don't think it's anything that's going to bug him, but never want to be on the rail on your final shot.
Yep. Yeah, it's a 2-1 lead, and it's not been free flowing yet, but I'm pretty sure that both guys will find something and run a few racks for us.
Yeah, they both look like they're hitting the ball confident anyway.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's what I like bar table 8 ball over any other game on a bar table, because you've got work to do. You got to move that cue ball around properly, and it's easy to lose shape and get out of position compared to 9 ball and 10 ball. Obviously, less balls on the table. It's a little bit at this level, maybe a little bit too easy in my opinion.
yeah,
That's why Dale has to use his jump shafts or jump cues so much, because he doesn't know how to play shape.
Yeah, I don't mind bar table 8 ball at all. I actually prefer bar table 8 ball to big table 8 ball.
yeah. I don't think big table 8 ball makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It just doesn't feel like it does.
Yeah, unless you make the pockets really tight.
Did he make one there?
Yep. Yeah. So he changed his break there, which surprised me, because his previous break he hit them full and he broke them great and made a ball. So he's experimenting a little bit here. He's not scared to change his break up. And again, the balls have come out a little bit scruffy. The 15 and the 14s. Well, the 14's not too bad, so
Yeah.
he's probably looking at stripes, to be fair, but solids. There's a case for solids. 'Cause I think the pink does go, and the 6 does go once he clears the 5, and it also goes in the side. So
I think you're probably right, though. I think
Yeah.
he's going to play stripes here.
I think he's going to play stripes.
11
There's
and
an
a 10
argument for
next.
both.
Oh, my.
Wow.
Used absolutely every inch of that.
That was a nice 4-railer.
Jeez.
Well, the big key here is, does the 11 pass the 7? This determines everything, really. And that tells me no.
That's right. It is 500 in the middle here, correct?
So
Not
maybe,
30.
Yeah.
Right.
maybe he's going to play the 13 off the 7. Well, is your son, Kendall? What's he doing?
I think he's going to try and draw back out of this, kick the 15 towards the side, leave an angle on the 13 to...
Yeah, that's a big
over on
key.
the
Maybe
11.
he's got to play the 13 off the 7 if the 11 doesn't pass the 7. But maybe it
Yeah.
passes a 7, I'm not sure.
Even if it does, I think he's going to have trouble sliding by it right here. I think he's going to hit the edge, possibly. Well, he might be able to hold that in. Look at that shot. You get the room?
I think you can make it off the rail after 2, but he's making it.
Yeah, that's unfortunately
it's a
the
tough
only
out
way he's
now,
making
so
it.
I'm not sure this 15 passes the 4.
I mean, the bright side of this is you have the right angle to get down for the 15 for the side if you're drawing it there.
Yeah,
That was a
tricky.
good shot.
Not enough. And there's nothing on the 8. Now you're winging. Got in trouble late here.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a bit surprised he didn't go solids at the start, knowing that 11 didn't go now, but
Right.
he saw something, it didn't plan out anyway. Obviously, his plan didn't go to plan.
Makes this ball. I feel like this ball doesn't go, but.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
it did go.
my
What a
God.
shot. That was a.
Jeez.
Like, looking from our commentary view of that shot, that didn't look like it went. So to hit that ball softly and get the cue ball there was very impressive. And now he's a favourite to win the rack now. Nice out.
What a great out. Yeah. Got in trouble though.
Good shot.
It's what Mike Siegel would say. That's a trick shot out.
Yeah. Right.
They made some
For
great
the
shots
golfers
there.
out there, that's the scramble. Right?
Yeah. It was a tricky table anyway, but made it a bit trickier, but come with the goods, and that's all what matters. And them type of finishes, they hurt your opponent as well. Because you're thinking, oh, I'm coming back to the table, I'm coming back to the table, and then he plays another shot, you think, oh, maybe I'm coming back to the table.
Yeah.
And then I'm pretty sure when he's on the 15 ball there, Justin's probably thinking, well, I'm definitely coming back to the table. But he played a great shot there. And I believe that makes the score 3-1.
Yeah, I think that's correct.
So the challenger is leading. And going to that cup break again. Second ball down, 9 ball. Probably say himself, I hit that a little bit too thin. Nearly made the side pocket shot, but the only good thing I like with the second ball down is that if you do come dry, or even if you make a ball, the balls do seem to come out a little bit tougher more times than not.
So we talk about that actually
Yes,
quite
they
a bit
do.
on the stream. And one of the things that we talk about too with MH, who you've met, the pro shop guy, who played him last night.
Yeah.
MH always is an advocate for the third ball break on the diamonds.
Oh, okay. Look at this.
Because they don't seem to tend to come back together the same.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, obviously, a lot of the guys I've been teaching this week, they mainly play 8 ball. So when we're racking the ball, some of them are going to break from the side rail. I said, well, it's in the front ball. I said, well, the problem with that is that the majority of the balls are at the back 2 stacks. Like, you got the row of 5 and the row of 4. So that's 9 out of the 15 balls. So why would you want to break from the side rail hitting the head ball? Because you're only hitting one half of the stack. So you want the cue ball in the center of the stack to get, because the majority of the energy in the stack is at the back 2 rows of the stack. Oh. So you want to get that explosion at 50-50 on both sides.
I see.
So
you're a
the only cup break really
is
yeah. So if I'm in the cup break, then it's definitely a second ball down. Okay. So I do it that sometimes, but a few guys this week were like going to the side rail and breaking head on, hitting the front ball. Sorry, with the 8 ball or even 10 ball, which doesn't make much sense really. Here. I understand it with 10 ball because you try and make the 1 ball on the side. If you're not making balls from the centre. But yeah, 8 ball especially, you want to try and, if you're breaking from, if you're not doing the second ball break, then you've got to get that cue ball pretty close to the centre of the table and give them a good crunch. Because 8 ball, you don't need to control the cue ball like you do at rotation games. It's all about getting that really good hit, and because the odds are with 15 balls flying around the table, the cue ball's going to get kicked anyway.
Right, so it's really about just keeping the cue ball on the table somewhere.
Yeah, good solid hit, yeah.
Patrick Glenn says, racks like that is why I tune in every Sunday. Derek Justin asked, is Mason wearing 2 gloves?
He does sometimes. His hands actually get cold.
Yeah.
So he said he loses the feeling in his hands when that happens, so he doesn't like it the way it feels. So.
Michelle Neville just said, Brian. Well, I'm not talking to you. You left without saying goodbye, so I don't know what you want, so...
So who's the challenger after this match?
The challenger next week, Cheddar would know that. He's the list keeper. Us simple
Oh,
folk
okay.
don't get the privy of knowing the list. That's only for the cheddar to know.
Mm. So
It's a short list.
Well, the 12 is the obvious issue here.
yeah.
Down here, the purple stripe.
Yeah, and it's
13's not that much better.
I mean, there's a few balls to break it open. If you can get good on the 9, make it in the side, just miss the 4. But does he really need to attack? That's another one there, really.
Yeah, he played safe just prior to Justin's shot here, so I think he's already kind of got a mind that way for this rack.
Yeah. Well, he has got breakable balls, because the 13 needs breaking, right, as well. The orange stripe and the pink stripe, they're both problems, but he has got balls to break them if he decides to. I think he actually played to get on the 11 there.
Good angle,
Yeah.
I think, for it.
To break open the 13, but maybe a touch short.
Redmond D. Evening, fellas. Evening, Redmond. How are you?
What's up, Red?
We got 95,000 viewers right now.
This has turned
Nice.
out great.
Oh, look at that's going to come out really nice for him, actually.
80,000 of them are on ESPN.
Perfect.
Yeah, if that 12 goes, that's made a huge difference. But still a little bit tricky positional play here, right? From the
Yeah,
14
right here.
to the 10.
I almost feel like you're coming down to put the 10 in the same pocket as the 14 right here.
Hey, he can get there.
I don't know. It's so hard to tell from here. I tell
Yeah.
you feel like you always got a good angle here, but maybe play into the 10 even.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
9. Well, the 9 doesn't go past the 5. Otherwise, that would be a come around for the 9 on the side here. If you wanted to play a little further through.
Tom Joss said great stream and commentary. That's speaking of, it's one of our veterans. And I again wanted to thank Darren Appleton for donating a 2-hour lesson for our veteran event. We were able to raise $4,000 for the
That's
honor flight,
absolutely awesome.
as well as wounded or friends of the wounded, or Steven's brother.
He's right next to you. You could probably ask him.
Yeah, actually.
It's all right. Just stumble through it, though. It's much more fun that way.
Yeah, well, he described it in the Knights match, but
No, but it is awesome that that helped raise some of that money.
yes,
Yeah,
it did.
so thank you.
Appreciate it very much. And Little Cheddar said Matt Strong is up next Sunday.
Oh, nice. Matt's a really strong player, ironically enough.
Pete Beshka, hi guys, home watching. What's up, Pete? Anthony Sadlon in the house. Michelle,
He's really looking at this. It is an important rack here, I think.
Well, I mean, I'm thinking there could be even a case for playing the 13 stripe, the orange stripe first. But
Right now, you mean?
yeah,
I just don't like because it's kind of tough to get the 12 far enough away from the 8 on that shot, I think.
I don't think the 12 goes.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think you
Yeah.
need that 13 to break that.
I'm just wondering how he's going to play this. This is my. Well, this is where you guys have got an advantage over me, especially on bar table.
Uh-oh.
well, that was an
'Cause
unfortunate.
I don't know the angles well enough on a bar table.
Yeah, it's different a little.
Yeah. Well, obviously, it plays completely different to a 9-foot. The rails, sorry. And obviously, it played to kiss the 10 ball, and you got to say he's a little bit unlucky, right? Is that unlucky?
Yeah, I would think so. I mean, that's probably the only spot you're going anywhere that you won't have a shot. On the bright side for him, Justin still has some work to do with the 8 ball here.
Yeah, and that free's a bit tricky as well, unless obviously he takes it now. He's okay because the 5's there, but I don't think the 8 goes anywhere, right? Well, he's playing safe. Or he's
I don't like this shot at all.
I mean, it's
actually.
okay if you're guaranteeing a snooker, but if you're not guaranteeing no snooker, I don't really like the shot. But to be fair to him, he's played it very well.
I think Mason's going to actually,
Yeah. What's he going to do here? Just try and kick it in or jump it? What did he do?
yeah, I think
What would he usually do in this situation?
What would I do?
No, what would Mason usually do?
Jump.
Okay, jump what? Over the 4?
Q's coming out.
He's jumping over the 4? I mean, over the 6
he
and the
might
4?
jump bank the 9.
Wow.
Where's Dale? We're going United Flight 101.
Yeah.
That's what we're
He
doing.
loves that, yeah. That's his favorite.
Edward Hoffman says, always best to keep the albino out of the subway. Yes, I
played
agree.
last night with a blonde hair. He would jump from everywhere. He made everything.
Robbie Schmidt,
Tall,
yeah.
Robbie, yeah. He was
Oh, yeah. He,
unbelievable. That
Oh, he's going to play the combo here. Jump
Combo
combination.
jump. Here we
You
go.
got her. Pretty stuff. You see, he knows that.
Wow, what's going on here?
climbing up on the
That's
table.
unbelievable. I haven't done that for about 20 years.
Well, he made it, I think, almost.
Are you in agreement? Do you like that you can use a jump cue playing 8-ball?
I don't think you should be able to do it when you leave yourself that shot. That's
Well,
I
even
think
8-ball. Yeah, I sort of understand it for rotation games, but not 8-ball.
yeah. Well,
Well, they got a good
looks
hit.
like he just wanted to get that shot over with.
But and it's turned out okay, really. I mean, I was still in trouble, but I mean, he's still he's definitely alive in the game. Just got to play some nice resaves or some good kicks to stay in the game. But yeah, when I first started playing American 8-ball pool at the BCA, you couldn't use jump cues. Good 15 years ago, I believe.
Really?
I don't like him, but
yeah.
do you remember the first jump cue? Do you know who did that?
The first jump cue, was it the X-Breaker or something like that?
Nope, even way before that. Actually, a guy from Wisconsin. Do you know a guy named Gene Albright? You
I've heard
recognize that name?
I've heard of the name.
Yeah, he's a great player. He played,
Okay.
traveled around quite a bit, but it was a wood dowel with a plastic tip and like the foam rubber that you have on a 10-speed bike handle. It's crazy. They made it illegal. It had like a 15.
How long have the jump cues been around now, do you think?
Got to be, 30 years, probably 25 at least. Overcut that. Oh, no, he got her. It's a good angle to get here, too. You got to kind of come off the 8 first. Think?
Yeah,
He might be able to make that.
If that goes, yeah, it goes.
Well, maybe.
Yeah, Justin, very careless.
Yeah. Must go, yeah.
And Justin playing very careless pool, it's got to be said.
Shot there.
Yeah,
I didn't see what he did there. I kind of missed that.
Yeah, we missed it. Yeah,
Brian, what
Justin, he's
happened?
like, he probably sometimes he looks too negative and then
he-
he's too aggressive.
He tried to play another, so he played another safe.
Oh, I
And
see.
he pushed his balls. He was trying to get behind that ball that he was at, but he came up a little cheddar and left him a shot.
That's so you have all your terms, that I know by talking to MH, and that's one of our terms. It's called being a little cheddar. It basically means short.
Short.
Oh, okay.
Because if you ever see this dude,
Is that
he
a
is
Wisconsin thing or
he's-
an American thing?
No,
It's cheddar.
it's a
our-
Dale Lorenz thing. He's
Yeah.
short as hell.
It's just his name, his nickname, and
Oh,
don't
okay.
ask the story. He's told
Well,
that story about 18 times, and I still couldn't tell you how he got that name. Something to do with a cruise ship.
Something on a cruise ship, yeah. I think it was a gay cruise ship.
Possibly. Sorry, nothing wrong with that.
No.
He's got a ball down. Again, a little bit tricky. 11 ball, 2 ball. So he's taking solids because that opens the pocket up for the 2. And he can, I guess that's not a bad option. What my preferred option, but
Well, he's
of course
going to
now
put the
this
3
is the
in
problem.
trouble.
This is why I don't like bumping balls because he had everything went until he did that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Because he could have played the 3 in the side and that opened the rest of the game up. So now he's got a tricky 3 and a tricky 6 at the looks of it.
He's usually more patient than that, so that's an unusual shot for me to see him just blast into him like that.
Well, I don't mind him playing the cannon as long as you play a controlled cannon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't understand why he had to hit that too hard.
Right.
But that's for the father to teach the son, really. Right?
I think that's right.
That comes with experience, that shot he's just played there.
More room than I thought. So now really the problem is the 3. Come off the
And the 3 does go. So the 4 is a good ball to get on the 3, right? And so
Yeah,
the
so
5 will probably be his last ball here.
Yeah, right. So I think 7 to the 2 to the 4 to the 3. Yeah. Let's. I think so. Oh, wow.
or get it right now.
Is he going to come out of that? It's a nice thing about bar table is you can make anything.
Yeah, it's definitely when you cannonballs like that, it's definitely different to the big table strategy, let's say. Because, yeah, I mean, he's supposed to make this, so. And he has. And that was a very nicely controlled little soft draw there, so it's a lot tougher than where it looks, but you made it look very easy. It's something I do teach. Them little soft draws will get you out of a lot of trouble.
That's right. It's kind of when I talk to people, because we talk about, I do teach mechanically that kind of stuff, but it's like gears is what I explain it as. You know, like if you watch an amateur player, they have one gear when they hit the ball.
Yeah.
It's the same every time, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the subtleties, I mean, my kid just taught me a different gear, one that I never practiced or whatever. And, you know, it's amazing. You just never stop.
Yeah, you're right. You never stop learning. And we're learning that Justin's in trouble here.
Yeah.
Big time.
Definitely has got to get something going. It's probably the pressure having the pro up here announcing on his match.
Well, I think Justin don't care what's going on the outside. He loves it all.
Yeah.
I really like this guy. He's just fun to be around.
Absolutely.
And he actually plays good, so
hashtag not my king.
Not write him off. But he needs to get his teeth into this game and start taking his opportunities, because I think Mason will get stronger as this game goes on. Can see that once he gets stroke, he's capable of running a lot of rocks.
That's Edward Hoffman just reminded me about Gene Albright, and he said he's
perfect aim.
Perfect aim is what he teaches, actually.
Okay, perfect aim.
Chris Wilkowitz is a pool player down in Milwaukee area. Darren, he asked a question. Darren, what do you think about Earl playing in the Moscone Cup this year?
Well, it's going to be entertaining, isn't it? It's going to be a lot of drama. I mean, I was just planning on going for the last 2 days for the Moscone Cup, but as soon as Earl got announced, I booked my ticket for all 4 days. So the main reason why I'm going, because Earl Strickland's playing, because I know something's going to kick off.
Yeah.
And us Brits, we love drama. We love entertainment, and the ticket sales I think they're all more or less sold out now. So
I think he is just going to be a riot.
So it's gone from the Moscone Cup to Hills Moscone.
It's going to be a riot with him and the English fans.
Yeah, so it's going to be entertaining, if anything. But don't get me wrong, he's still a dangerous player. But whether he plays good or bad, there's going to be drama, because he just loves to react. You know what I mean? And the Brits are going to try their best to get him to react. But
right.
I think he doesn't need much
he
help.
Plays better when
he doesn't need much help, does he,
right?
to be fair, these days. But yeah, it's going to be entertaining. I'm happy that he's in the team. Is it the right thing for the team going forward? Probably not. But I think maybe it's a short-term fix. I don't think you will see him again in the Moscone, in my opinion. But
how many training aids do you think he's going to use?
Unbelievable, really. He'll have to get a separate suitcase for all his gadgets to take with him.
Yeah. All right, so one for the Wisconsin people. You told us what you thought about that. What do you think about them renaming Tyler Steyer back to the team?
Well, that was a good pick, because obviously he's a very hard-working player, very professional, puts the work in, discipline. The only thing I would say against him is that he's not been playing well the last 6 months at least. His results haven't been great, but because he's working hard. And the Moscone Cup's one of those events where your form sort of goes out the window, because when you get there, it's a different experience. Something can just click, and you've got to do the right things. And the good thing with Tyler is that he's got the experience of winning the Moscone Cup, which is huge.
So are there green room tables? Are you able to warm up prior to your match?
They have practice tables, yeah.
I mean, prior to your match, like if you're up next, are you out in the green room?
Yeah, I mean, the Moscone Cup is the one event where it's just perfectly run. You have your own practice area, you have your own food, drinks, everything's laid out for you. It's like you have a proper players' lounge, proper players' room, and all that stuff. So it's great.
Well, And I know Earl's made that point before, is the fact that he's not always a huge fan of the fact that you guys are just kind of right there alongside all of your fans. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
But in fairness, I think the argument that I would have about that is most of the other sports, the players aren't that active in the sport. Like all the fans at a basketball game, most of those fans are not basketball players. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the vast majority of the fans of pool are actually participants. So I think that's a little bit where that difference is. I agree, though, you guys deserve, and whenever you make it to the top of your level, you deserve a green room that's nice and proper and all that stuff. Because we work hard for this sport, and I know, all the pros are.
And Emily Frazier, since she's come on, they've made it even more professional.
Yeah.
They make it so special for the players. It's the one time of the year where you feel like a proper sportsman. You're treated like a proper superstar, let's say.
Yeah.
For that 1 week of the year. And the hype and the build-up and the exposure you receive, it's great for your sponsors, great for TV. And the Mosconis, it is a 50-50 crowd where there's 50% of the people there who know nothing about pool. And that's great, and that's what we need. Where, obviously, like you said, 90% of the tournaments we do play, they're all involved in the game, whether it's at league level or people that play the game, like you say. I mean, we just have the purists what usually watch pool, where the Mosconi Cup is that one event where you get people from every walks of life what come and watch because they love the entertainment, the show, the rowdiness, the drama, and that's what we need in the sport, in my opinion.
I agree with you.
I totally agree.
Yeah, the louder, the better, and to get people at the bar drinking, you know what I mean, while the players are playing. Because when you've got that continuous noise, it's not an off-put. Because you expect it and you prepare for it. But when you're if you're playing a match and there's a crowd what's very quiet, and then someone starts talking or shouts something out, then obviously it's easily to get distracted.
Right.
But the Mosconi, there's that much going on, you just don't understand the noise. So you sort of embrace it and just feed off it and just get involved, really. So Justin is on solids here, is he?
Yes,
he's sort of lost the plot a little bit.
He's solids, yeah. He tried to break that last shot out.
You.
Yeah, he's
playing safe.
Yeah, he needs to jack up here. And hit that one into the 13 and stick the cue ball there.
Chris G says, can we turn Darren Appleton up and Kendall down? Yes, we can. And also, L. Jordan, how you guys? Hello, Mr. Appleton. Hey, Jordan, how are you?
That's not going to work out.
Yeah, a bit surprised you said that, because Kendall's a very quietly spoken guy. Well, maybe he just comes across a bit loud. Or maybe he just saves it all for the string.
They just don't want to hear him much, that's all.
That too. Oh, no.
Oh.
It's a little surprising.
What, that they don't want to hear you?
Good opportunity here. It was a little quick for Mason there. We could have taken another look at that for a second.
Yeah, I noticed that. Oh, I think this is a must-win rack for Justin. He can't afford to lose these type of racks too often, and he's lost a couple of these now. So he has to take this opportunity. Yeah, hopefully, you never know. One day we might see Mason in the Mosconi.
I'm sure he would love that. I know.
Because America, we definitely need these youngsters getting into the game, and. Like I said before, is Earl the right choice? I think for short term maybe, but for long term no. Yeah. We need to groom the kids in, really, and get them that exposure and the experience. And the good thing is that there's some good young kids coming through in America. Nice stroke.
Shot. A little too nice almost.
Yeah, landed a bit funny. Well, he's going to draw this with inside, I believe. Got too much angle just to draw it back, so I think he needs to go 2 or 3 rails here, Kendall.
Yeah, I think.
Or maybe you see something.
I mean, you're either spinning the heck out of it and trying to spin it tight up there, or coming all the way down here by the 12. I don't know. I think I like trying to hold it high there. We'll see what Justin does with it. Okay. He came down the 2 rails by the 12.
Yeah.
Look out, though.
Gosh, didn't really care for that shot, to be honest. But
Well, it was a little dangerous, right down to a funnel.
I think he's got angled though. I think he's got corner hooked there.
Yeah, he's got hooked on that outer point there.
Is he?
Well,
You just
pretty-
called it. I don't know if he
maybe
is.
he's playing. Oh, maybe he can see it. Well, can see an edge of it. Maybe he got lucky with it.
Oh, he did.
Oh
yeah.
wow.
Missed it though.
Oh no.
Wow.
Had so much of it he didn't.
Probably more difficult to miss it than make it, because I think that must have been tight.
Yeah, right. Wonder if he spun it a little bit. That would push it out like that.
Mm.
If he was trying to spin it around the point.
Yeah, he's put himself in a big hole here, it's got to be said. That's about 3 of these type of racks what he's lost. All the little scrappy racks, he's lost them all.
Yeah, and that one really hurt him. I think the one where he had 3 balls on the table yet. I think that was.
So the score is going to be 6-1, and it could easily be a lot closer, really.
Yeah, and I would suspect it would be usually. Justin's a pretty good 8-ball player typically. Just made some mistakes here. So what's your next big tournament?
Next big tournament, we've got a small tournament in the, well, I wouldn't say small, for the UK it's quite big, the GB 9-ball tour in beginning of December, and then I'll go to the Moscone and nothing then till Christmas, and then back over here for Turning Stone. I haven't played Turning Stone for like a good 3 or 4 years, so.
What are the events at Turning Stone?
We have the 9-ball, it's the Josh tour, but they have 2 big ones a year, let's say, at the casino there in Verona. So it's a nice venue, great, like one of the best venues actually in the calendar. It's like a strong field, about $8,000 to the winner.
Nice.
Turning Stone Classic. It's like a long-standing event. I think maybe 25 years that's been going now.
Nice.
So I'll play that and then go to, I believe there's actually another tournament after. Is it or is that February? The Music City? Or something
Music
like
City
that?
Open, yeah.
I think there's actually a Predator Pro Series in Arizona, so I'm not decided on my schedule. It depends what Predator's doing with their format and their rules.
Oh yeah, they're gonna change that. Do you
Well,
know?
yeah, so if they change it for the better, I'll probably go to that, but if not, I won't be there.
You're gonna come to the Wisconsin one? They got the.
Well, it's the same thing, innit?
Yeah.
If they sort the rules out and the format,
Okay.
then I'm happy to play them. But with the current format, unless there's another tournament at the side of it, like Las Vegas.
So what do you think is the biggest change that you? I mean, what's the one thing if they changed it, you'd be like,
Well,
okay, I'm in.
The rules.
Well, which
yeah.
part?
Well,
I mean, the whole thing?
racking your own balls for a start, and the 10-ball counting on the break, and win a break. So them 3 things need to go.
Okay. You like the alternate break?
They're in a race to 4, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, in short races, it's got to be alternate break.
Sure, okay.
In long races, I don't mind either, really.
What about the shootout?
Well, I'm not. I shouldn't really say anything because my tournament was a shootout, but it was a little bit different. But I sort of maybe gave him the idea, so it might be my fault. But after watching it from the outside as a not a promoter, let's say, then I think it's not the best thing to decide a match.
Yeah.
Just because it suits certain players and doesn't suit other players, let's say. And the game's more about just making a spot shot, right?
Right.
So, for example, what I mean by that, if Joshua Phil is playing a spot shot game against someone like Alex Pagaline, then obviously Joshua's favourite. But it doesn't mean he's a better player, right?
Right.
That's just an example, not
No, I
pulling
understand.
anybody out there. But I mean, Joshua's obviously probably the straightest shooter in the world, along with Jason Shaw. So those guys would just be happy to win a set, won't they, and go into the shootout. They're going to like their chances all day long.
Right. Mechanically sound, just straight through the ball every time.
Yeah, so I mean, they didn't get the top players they probably was expecting the Predator series, like Shane and Dennis, Alex, Joshua, Jason, even like an has-been like me, let's say. So there's a few guys that didn't play just because of the format and the rules. It's not that we don't want to play, but it's a lot of money just to go and play 2 race to 4s, win a break, and the 10 balls flying in off the break as well. So yeah, it's one of those really. They definitely need to tweak it, and if they do that, I think they get a strong field. You know what I mean? Like proper World Championships strong field.
Safety coming here, I think, off the backside of the 2.
Well, yeah, I think the Derby is the next big, let's say, what we class as a. I mean, Yeah, I mean the Derby's like a long-running standing tournament, so
Yeah, I know Mason is playing that this year.
yeah.
Maybe
I think
his
things
first
are
time
good
there.
next year. It's quite tactical this match. The balls are coming out very. I'm a bit surprised that Mason's cup breaking.
That's
yeah,
an
that's
unlucky
unlucky.
roll there.
I'm a bit surprised he's hitting that second ball down though.
I-
Because his first break he hit him beautiful and made a ball, and since then he's been cup breaking, and the balls do come out scrappy. And I think if he opens his break up and gets it going, he can like run 4 or 5 racks no problem here.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And especially with a 6-1 lead.
Well, you're not scared of much at that point.
But the game's going the way he wants it to go, really score-wise. So why change it? So he's definitely. I'm pretty sure that the 13 passes the 3, right?
Yeah, I must have this frozen under here. I gotta refresh. I don't know what's
Yeah, I
going
mean
on.
Justin's just not thinking straight now, because I'm pretty sure the 15 goes past the 3. If that's the case, you don't need to bump anything here. Yeah, he moved it anyway. It's worked out okay. It's still not great though. That's why I don't like bumping balls unless you really need to. He's got to make sure he hits this 13 right here. This could go wrong. Oh, so what's the angle like on the 11 here? I think he might be just okay. Just pinch a little bit of the far side of the pocket and create a bit of an angle and come out 2 rails for the 13 in the opposite corner. You don't want him landing short here. And that's probably the right shot actually. Played that well. I'll probably play this with a touch of inside.
Think inside or come around 2 rails?
Definitely play inside here. Don't want to be messing around, coming around back of the balls, bumping anything, or that happening. So I definitely played the wrong shot there. There's no need to play that shot at all.
Yeah, straight up and down, right? Straight up past the 3 and straight back out.
Yeah, that's. I mean, bad tables, that much traffic, it's easy just to lose that cue ball, and things are not going your way anyway. Funny things are happening, and this is what happens. On another day, he'd probably bump that 6 ball and he'd have a shot, but just the way the match is going, I think he needs to play extra cautious and make sure that he gets a shot. But at the same time, it is a little bit unlucky, to be fair to him. If he tried to put the cue ball there, it takes some doing, really.
Really?
He just try out that new jump cue that he just
he's
fancy of.
He did hook himself.
Quantum, or Quintum, I think it's called. Or
Quantum 2.
Quantum,
All you gotta do is ask Cheddar, he'll tell you.
it is like a sick jump 6 stick, so I'm expecting him to make this, and he looks pretty adept to the jump cue.
Larry Dassel's in the house says, "Good evening, gentlemen."
Did you see Cheddar's comment? Said this is the first time in a year and a half we've had actually halfway decent commentary. You know, we usually sell ourselves as mediocre commentators.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this state's very similar to the UK. There's a lot of banter what goes on.
Oh yeah. A lot.
You got her. Oh boy.
I think when you jump in, you're not guaranteed.
Even worse, it went in the hole.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that he had 4 balls there with ball in hand to not get out is a disaster, really.
Yeah.
And especially what's gone on before this, it's not going to be good for your confidence. And to be fair, Mason probably can't believe what's happening, really.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely was expecting a lot harder fight out of Justin because it's normally what you see.
Yeah, it's like one of those matches where Justin would like to start all over from scratch.
Yeah, winter break, I tell you, that can do some things sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Mason won't be delighted with the way he's played here, right? He's just obviously done okay, but he's picked up the pieces as well.
Yeah, right.
Picked up the pieces. He made 2 or 3 really nice outs, but I don't think he's played his anywhere near his A game.
Well, it's been his break the entire time, you know, and I think that, like you said, that first track, he broke and ran it, I believe, right? I mean, if he would have stuck with that break, I think you'd see a few more runs.
All right, with that, it takes a score 7-1 in favor of Mason.
So do you go back then before December, right?
Yeah, probably end of November. I'll slowly make my way back from Pennsylvania after I leave Brian's place, and then Ohio, and then go to Pennsylvania, fly back to England, and I'll be back in January. Cause more trouble.
Nice. Well, I'll definitely follow you a lot closer now that you're back in in the swing of things.
Yeah, sort of met some friends, isn't it? It's always great when you make new friends.
Midwest is always easy.
Yeah.
Nothing again there.
Yeah.
Now we'll see the replay here and see if he gets. Was it second ball break there?
Yeah, I like seeing him.
Yeah, it was.
Just
He
because
did good.
this, he's winning racks, but he's not like, you know what I mean? He's not dominating the racks or anything like that. I mean, he's picking up the pieces, really, so.
Right.
I think he could open that break up and really just polish this match off, really. Because Justin, I mean, he must be, he's not feeling good at all about this situation. Well, he needs to get a rack on the board ASAP, and he has to hit the break full on. Justin, if there's any chance of coming back in this match, he needs to hit the break full on, get an easier layouts, and try and get something going.
Well, and I mean, truthfully, I guess, you know, not to say he's playing that smartly, but you know, it's been working. I mean, not making a ball on his break. I mean, why change it if it's working too? Sometimes, you know.
Yeah, because eventually it's going to come to bite. It's eventually going to come to bite him.
What at 8-1? It's going to come and bite him.
All right, 7 to 1.
I'm just saying, you know. I mean.
Yeah, I mean it's not
okay.
He's winning racks, isn't he? So
just give him that advice to stop making a ball on the break. See how that works out for him.
It's probably not a great idea, but I'm just saying, you know, at some point you're trying to make your opponent earn it. You know, I mean, if he's been giving it up to you the whole time, you know.
Yeah, Justin needs to be careful here, because the 14 doesn't pass the 15. It's not easy to get on the 15 to leave the 14 in the side, because traffic. But he doesn't need to take this shot, really. So he's got to play a really good positional shot somewhere after this shot. Ideally, he's rather going to have to use the 10 ball to get on the 14 and 15, or try and get on perfect on the 15 now. Find the gap between the 8 and the 4.
Yeah, I think coming off that 10 around over between the 2 and the 7, 14 goes on that side if you.
Yeah. Yeah, and it does go in the corner. If it comes too far, I can play the 15 and the 14 in the same pocket. I guess.
Yep. Yeah, but then you're in trouble on that 14. Oh, I see what you're saying. Around 2 there. Off there. Uh-oh.
Yeah. Nice. I sort of like that shot. I thought, because if it comes too far, he's probably still okay. He has a shot on one of the 3 balls. It's worked out great, really, hasn't it?
Yeah, truthfully, looking.
But well, I'm guessing the 8 doesn't pass the 5, so he needs to probably leave the 10 and then take the 8 in the top. But you never know, do you? He might get on the if he gets on the right side after making the 14, which I don't think he can if he's taking it in the side. But with Justin, you never quite can predict what he's going to do, really.
That's
it's hard to predict what he's going to do.
Yeah.
I mean, why don't you just play a stop shot there? Like, just singe that ball and kill it.
Now you're taking a chance. I mean, now even if you cut this in the side, you're hitting that 4, you're going to be buried behind the 6 or the 8 down here. And this is tough. Or you run into the 4 and then you end up, I don't know.
Yeah, let's make a hash of this.
It's tough here. Unless he can just pocket speed and hit square enough on the 4 to not run past the 8, you know.
I don't even know if he's even bumping the 4, to be honest, if he rolls a 14 in.
Oh, you think? Oh, I see.
He might have to draw into the 4. It might actually be the... Well, I don't know.
I don't think you want to hit it.
If you can somehow find the gap between the 8 and the 6, the 10, at least he's got rail first, I guess.
Okay.
I guess that's what he's playing. Play rail first. And to be fair, it's not a terrible option, is it?
That's
At least
pretty
he
good
made
shot
sure of the
right
ball.
there,
Yeah.
actually.
At least he made sure of making the ball.
He definitely is going rail first here, though.
Oh, yeah.
So you're going to have to come off and try and get on this side of the 2 ball.
Yeah, I mean, he needs to make sure he hits a 10 ball right here.
I had to take care of my fan base there.
So this 10 ball's not right in the pocket, so it's not a guaranteed positional shot and a make. He needs to take a bit of care with this.
He's going straight at it.
Wow, he could hit it direct. Wow, I guess that's what happens when you get
Came out perfect,
over
too.
45 years old. How old are you? 55?
No, I'm 50.
Really?
Don't age me too fast.
He looks 55 though, doesn't he?
Wow, that's a great shot on the 10 ball
This is kind of nice. We can't even hear Brian, really.
one. Yeah,
Yeah, no, I'm trying to adjust it because Chris is telling me my mic's really hot, so I'm trying to do some adjustment.
That's just your annoying voice. That's it.
Well, that too, but
Wasn't somebody saying you kind of sounded like a girl when you were on here?
that's lovely Joe, the one that does know how to put his man voice up to the microphone there.
All right, here we go. Justin, got something going here.
Yep, 7-2. Whoever's got control of the scoreboard needs to change it from 1
Yeah, he
to 2.
probably changed it already. It's, oh no, look, he's behind the times.
It takes a little bit
Oh yeah, he's
transition.
gonna make it seem like it's tough now. It's like a couple of buttons. It's,
I'm
it's not really
working with the volume here. Trying to see if Chris can let me know if it's still pretty hot.
How is he going to break these? I think he's going
head
to the
ball.
full.
I hope it's head ball.
Yep.
Yeah, he's going head at this.
He's made one.
A couple of them. See, that's the break. I agree. I think that's
Oh,
the
yeah.
break on this table. I mean, this table's wide open here.
Yep.
Such kind of rack I'm looking to see in 8-ball. Unless it's my opponent.
Yeah. Even better for him if that 2 ball goes, even though the 1 ball's not a problem.
So yeah, Ray South Strip. Love Darren's commentary. A real numbers guy, precise math. #math. Now Jordan says I smoked once with Darren outside in Vegas at the Real. I think in 2009. It was a great experience, Darren. Just so you know.
Outside that smoking area. I met some characters out there. Nice shot. So we're playing 4-7-6, I believe. Maybe 7-2-6, 5.
Yeah, I like that pattern.
I'll just connect the dots here. But sometimes you've got 2B options, so it's important to have a plan. Sometimes you see people just make 2 or 3 balls thinking, well, I'm guaranteed to be on this ball next, and it's easy to run into trouble if you're not careful. So try and stick to your plan. Even when you got like 4 or 5 balls in the open, nicely connected like this. Like even that little shot there looks
Yeah.
like it's come a little bit short.
Yeah, he really did actually. 7's not the nicest cut here.
Yeah.
Now he's limited. He's got to either pull over to the 5 or stop for the 2 there, I think.
Yeah. Should be okay, but
Yeah, but
no need to make it stressful, let's say. Especially when you're losing 7-2. There you go. And that's the problem. You play 1 bad positional shot, it might not look anything, but in the grand scheme of things, it was actually a big mistake, but you might be okay still, because the 6 ball might just drop in the side pocket. But he still made this a lot tougher than what it should have been.
shortest path to everything.
Yep. Well, if your opponent left you in this position, you'd be happy as Larry, right? You'd be delighted, but when you put yourself in this position, when you had such an easy roadmap, you start and you're losing 7-2, and things aren't coming easy. It's things just start to bounce a bit funny and land in strange situations, like this here. Look.
Yeah.
And you got very, very fortunate there. And he's still not out.
Well, and I tell you, and you just start feeling that. It starts building, you know, you really do. You start feeling that tension, and then the next shot gets a little bit more hairy, you know.
Yeah, and he's not guaranteed out here now.
Can you see the 5 or? Not that that's the shot even. I mean, I think the 6 is definitely the shot, but.
Yep. Yeah, you can see he's definitely under stress here. And this is a must make, really. Again, it's not perfect, is it? But if that stopped short another hinge, it would have been a little bit tougher as well. Jacked over that 10 ball.
That one, I think I would have floated a little harder forward, maybe travel there.
You can see he's definitely not feeling good on the cue. He's definitely under a lot of pressure. Self-inflicted, really. And this is what happens. Things can stew. On another day, he could have got stuck behind that 12 ball there if you don't kiss it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's everything's coming tough for him right now. Even this shot here.
Just keeping it interesting. Well, and no matter how hard it or how bad it looked, it still counts the same. And I tell you, he's probably feeling pretty good at this moment because he's gotten the last 2 now.
Yeah, and that was big because it was a break and run, and yeah, he's grinding him against himself as well as obviously Mason. So he's trying to find that momentum and that confidence again. And if he can get another rack on the board where it's like don't let his opponent to his table, then he'll start to feel good.
Well, that's the problem when you're not making a ball on the break like Mason's doing right now, is you just kind of lose all that drive that you do have from getting out of that rack, you know, every time, and it takes a toll. Your opponent always feels like they have an opportunity.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, just me thinking, well, he's obviously cut break and not making balls, coming out a bit scruffy, so he can get his own break going as well.
It's definitely a big confidence booster for Justin to get that one under his belt.
And the good thing, a race to 15, win a break, it's never over really if you just can get the break going and get some nice layouts and get himself right back in it.
I don't ever. I've known Justin for a long time, and he just really never loses his composure. I
Yeah,
mean,
you can see that he's got a lot of art. He's definitely a grinder, and even though he's like obviously been fighting against himself, he's trying 100%. So you can't fault somebody who's giving it 110%.
Yeah,
and that's all you can give. And to be fair to him, he's been desperately unlucky after this break.
I agree with that too. I think he does have the 6 in the side, but that's obviously not the
yeah, I mean, look at Stripes.
Ideal opener.
And Stripes are just laying beautiful. If he would have had a shot on the 10 or something.
Oh yeah.
And solids are ugly, and he has a ugly start. So there might even be a case for him playing safe here. Probably won't, but
I think he's actually looking at cutting the ball he's sitting against.
Yeah, that's 7. The 2, the 3 and 7's a big problem here. And there's nothing easy to break them open with, really. Maybe the 1, but the 5 could be a ball, I guess. But yeah, he's looking at the cut down the rail, which is tough on any table. So
7 comes up to this corner. That's about it. God.
Yeah, if you get down there.
Well, right.
Yeah, you don't have too many chances to get them balls out if he does make this. And if he misses it and doesn't get the pocket and leaves a shot, he's going to lose a rack.
I don't know that he's going to leave the stripes out, though.
Yeah, well, it depends what
if he does miss this.
Yeah, he might even be thinking about that. Where for me, he should be thinking just try and if he's going to go for the 6, he has to commit to it. You can't be thinking, oh, don't leave him.
Look at banking this. Can you see the bank there?
Yeah, possibly.
Cross side. Just because you can control the cue ball a lot better. So then you could almost draw it back over here by the 4 and the 5 on this rail. Well, he's going to cut it. So let's see how he comes out.
Nice.
Right in the hole. Well, he's not going to get a super roll there. So the 2, did we decide that didn't go, I think?
Yeah, the 2 doesn't pass the 10. I'm not even sure if the 1 ball passes the 2. Goes in the side, I believe.
Looks like
Now
a
he's
safety
playing
coming.
safe, which is okay, I guess, as long as you don't leave that 10.
Behind the 5 here, maybe.
Yeah, played that nicely. Well, very smart, really. And plus, he's got to hit a rail after contact, so. Does he come off the right hand side and try and, well, he'll be kissing the 9 actually. But he probably don't want to touch the 10, does he? So, yeah. You don't really want to bump the 11, really, because he might leave the 7 in the top. I'll try and hit the, probably try and hit the 9, to be honest. Call the 9 in the corner. And he's played the 11, didn't like that. And he's got to hit a rail here, and he has. Gives it a little fist pump because he knows he was very fortunate there. So been sort of sarcastic with himself. But he has opened the table up just a little touch for Justin. As that 2 ball does now go, but still, the 3 and the 7's still a big problem. He's played safe again.
Well, I don't know if he's going to like that idea. Mason's got a pretty easy safe behind the 11 here, or he can play aggressive and play the 9. Yeah. Or a little of both, unless he scratches.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if you're ever in for an interesting conversation, you run into Ray Southstrip, just ask him about his every ball is a rail theory.
Make sure
you got about 8.5 hours, and you want to hear the same thing over and over again.
Or just make sure you smoke a lot of weed before you talk to him about it.
Yeah, a little bit surprised he played that shot, really.
Yeah.
Mason. I thought he would have kicked at the 10 ball because he could have played at pocket speed. If he makes a 10 ball, he wins the game.
Uh-oh. Jeez.
Wow.
Well, that was a nice bank there.
Well, he did get on the 2, though.
Yeah, he's got nothing here, really. Combination or cut on the 5.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised he didn't, like, make the 7 and maybe bump the 3. I mean, he's got ball in hand.
I don't like this shot either, honestly.
Is he playing
Keep
both?
it, holding that 3 ball in front of it. He's playing safe, but I think he's playing the 3-9 to hold the 3 in front of the pocket.
Wow.
Maybe, but brutal.
Well,
Especially at that speed. Holy cow.
I can't believe he just played that shot. That
I'm
was
not
like
even
a
quite
panic.
sure what
That
the-
was like panicky. He didn't have a look round the table, see what his other options were. He did have other options, and he did have other options. I'm amazed he played that shot, especially when the ball's so far away from the pocket. If it's over the pocket, I can maybe stomach that choice of shot, but it's still.
Oh my God, Mason Tyler.
And Mason's got very lazy and careless here, Kendall. Started a little bit annoyed with himself. I think just because he's not performing like he would do or he would like to, and yeah, just lapsing concentration a little bit. And it's easy done. Get a bit lazy, but lacking in focus, concentration for whatever reason.
Yeah, I don't know what that is, to be honest with you.
But something like that might give him the kick he needs. Might start bearing down a bit more. Because it is easy. To be fair, I've done it myself in a bar table where you do take it for granted because it looks easy. Like
Yeah.
that. I mean, he's got 3 balls to the pocket. He's thinking, I can't miss these, and you get careless and you make a mistake like that. And it's the easy mistakes what cost us. Even at like all the world champions, it's the easy mistakes what cost them, not the tough ones.
Yeah, it's amazing how fast those toll up when you do that.
Yep.
That one seems huge.
Yeah, I mean, it's easy to accept missing a difficult shot, but missing them easy ones really can hurt you.
Well, that surprises me too. It's not going to like the result there either.
That's pretty unlucky also, but he does have a shot, I believe. He's got the 3 in the side, or he can try and make this and draw back as a 2-way shot.
Here we go again.
I would imagine he's going to draw it if he's going to play that. Or just make sure you make the 15 and get the cue ball back to where it is now.
Yeah.
Well, I still think you can make the 3 in the side there. Am I right?
I think so. Kind of over the 5, I guess. But
yeah, I didn't like that shot. He's got very, very lucky if that
he
stays
didn't
there.
even.
Yeah.
Mason's going to... Well, I shouldn't say anything. Mason just missed a pretty easy ball,
But there's one thing, I'll be bearing down on this one. They want me with like no 1 stroke in this one. You see, took his little walk round, found his line, which is what you're supposed to do, and respected the shot a little bit more.
Yeah, and he overcut it. This is probably just about the most horrific 8-ball rack I've seen.
Yeah.
They've had a lot of pretty.
But you'd rather overcut it and miss it than undercut it, because at least overcutting it is not like dogged it.
Yeah.
I think undercutting it, you think, oh, I've just put a terrible stroke on it and dogged it really, but it's not overcut. It wasn't a terrible shot really. It's just obviously he's just thinking, make sure I hit it thin enough.
Yeah.
Anthony Sadline said, "You know it's a bad miss when your pop brings out the middle name."
Did I do it? Did I
Yeah.
say Mason Tyler?
Yeah.
Hopefully he gets a kick out of that.
A nice shot there.
Yeah, strokes it perfect.
So he's escaped another one here. I mean, he played 2 or 3 unbelievably decisions he made in this rack, and he's escaped winning the rack, really. Not very often you see that.
Well, they're keeping us on our toes here, Darren.
Yep, it's just going to go 2 ways now. It's going to be like a battle all the way to the end, or one guy's going to find that game.
I'm hoping for find the game.
Yep. You don't want like a 1 a.m. finish?
We've been there. Hey, that's a pretty famous thing.
He'll finish 14-14.
I don't like it when I have an hour and
Make
20
some
minute
tea at
drive.
home or a coffee or some hot chocolate
Yeah.
and get ready for the evening.
There you go.
We're up to 134,000 viewers.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah, it's better than being stuck at that stadium today in that snow.
It's actually
Right.
pretty warm for a snow day, though.
Yeah.
Is it warm at the stadium when the weather's like this?
I don't know. It gets pretty blustery in there, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the wind coming through.
There was no wind coming through my hotel window, that's for sure, at 5 o'clock when I went back to my room.
Yeah. Well, you've had long
And
days.
the Eagles won today, I couldn't believe it.
They
They
did?
beat Denver Broncos.
Did
And
they
they
really?
hammered them as well. At Denver.
Who won today?
Eagles.
Eagles.
My Eagles.
Oh, really?
Proper
Oh,
team.
you're an Eagle team?
Proper team.
A proper team, pal.
I like that break. I don't know if he made one there, but he seemed to
No.
let up a little from what he was doing before,
Yeah.
too. These guys keep changing their break when it's successful.
Right, so let's see what happens here, because I've got a lot of funny in the feeling that Mason's going to, I don't know, it's made him like a bit more like stop messing about sort of thing. So I'm looking for him to run these this rack.
What brave here?
Yeah, so he's going to run this rack and he's going to be a bit more clinical about it.
Oh boy.
It needs a little bounce.
It's going to go up to the... That's pretty tough here now.
Nice.
That
Wow, what
well.
a shot that is.
Almost too good.
Yeah, that's where that long cue really helps. I mean, that was, but he hit that easy. That was beautiful. Probably hit it too good, like you say. Can he spin this in? That's the way.
Darren, do you use an extension when you're playing on a 9-foot table, like some of
No, but I probably should do so I can draw the cue ball. But no, I don't use it unless I'm completely out of stroke.
Because I noticed the last tournament, Shane Van Boningen actually used an extension on.
Oh yeah, I mean Shane
all
and
the
Jason,
time.
they use an extension all the time. I think now and again they take it off, but very rarely. There's quite a few players that play with the extension now. I think if you're really tall, I sort of get it, sort of understand it if you're really tall.
So
Got that
Allison,
one
when she was here,
Yeah.
we talked a little bit about the extension, and she actually, just the opposite. Her cue is just a little bit shorter,
Yeah.
and she says push, not pull. Is what her insistence is it's pushing the cue, not pulling the weight behind you.
Yeah, I mean push through the ball really. I mean, but an extension just means that you got to bring your hand back a little bit more, really, or you're supposed to do. So you just helps you drive through that cue ball naturally. So I mean, someone like Shane has got like that log stroke anyway. But I know sometimes it takes it off. He's been taking it off recently. These tournaments where I've seen him play without the extension, I was very surprised because he used the extension for years. So did Jason, and Jason's been taking it off sometimes also. Recent
He's
times.
going back to the head ball here.
And even Earl's got rid of his extension.
Really?
And he was playing with like a 66-inch cue at one time.
Their
like
head ball
unbelievable.
made
That's
a ball.
The longest stick I've ever seen in my life. They hit them a full, right?
Yeah,
They
full
hit the head
ball.
ball. So yeah, things are it's amazing, isn't it? I should be Mystic Daz. Mystic Darren. I said he'd run that last rack with a bit more authority about how he hit the ball, and I was right. And now he's gone back to that full head break. He's going to run this rack, and like I said, he's giving himself a little kick up the backside here.
It's funny how many times you do have that game in the middle of a match, and it almost doesn't matter how good the players are. You see that game where you get the couple of misses in the...
Yeah, sometimes it helps. And also it's a good learning curve also.
Go up for the 6 here, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, he kind of ended up in the middle here.
Yeah, sort of landed with them, but should
Brian,
be
did
okay.
you kill my mic?
Got to be a little careful here to not
Brian,
go too
there you
far.
go.
And he's played it perfect. What I mean by that is that it's easy to lose that a little bit and get stuck behind the 15, but he played it beautiful.
That was better out.
So yeah, like I said, he's decided to stop messing about and get that little zone. Try and get that little zone and put a few together. Play with more authority, more spring in his step.
Well, and it's funny because I don't see him get rattled very often, and he looked rattled in that other rack, you know.
Yeah, but I think he got rattled in the right way.
Who are you talking about?
Mason. What? You see him get rattled and miss balls?
No, I don't see him miss balls. I see him get He's actually gotten a lot better, but
Well,
he still
yeah,
gets
I mean,
rattled though.
Well, there's only
well,
you.
not rattled to miss, you know, like choke a ball
Yeah.
because he's...
Yeah.
Well, that breaks so much better. You just stay there on the middle ball. Full ball hit.
So, nice open table again. I'm guessing first glance, I mean stripes, I guess, just because of that 7 ball. I think the 11 passes, the 14 goes in the side. I think if he gets good on the one of the lower balls, which would be the 13, that opens a 10 up. And I think the 13 even passes the 5, Kenny.
The 11, I think, is the...
No, I think the 11
does that
goes.
go? Does
Yeah.
it?
So,
Yeah, must.
yeah, he's got to be a little bit careful here. Needs to play a good one here. Kiss that 8 would be nice.
Well,
You see, I would have liked to have played for the pink and try and get on the 13 past the 5.
yeah, the short side. Yeah.
Earlier in the rack, I mean. I think it's okay. But yeah, it's turned out great, that has. If he's played that shot, then even better. But what I do like is that he's not overthinking like he was the first half of the match.
Yeah.
So he's playing a lot more on instinct and feel, which sometimes is a great way to play. I think a lot more good things happen and less distractions about what could go wrong.
It's what the Kochs do best.
Yep.
I can tell you that.
Yeah.
Those
Yeah, that little free game burst there has just spun this match on its head, really.
My nickname is Quickfire for a reason. I shoot pretty fast.
Yeah.
Less thinking involved, the better.
When the match was between Mason and Kendall, I think it was a record. What was it? 45 minutes.
It was pretty quick.
What was the race?
It was 9 balls, so it was 20.
20.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it wasn't very long.
Mhm.
It's like an hour maybe.
Who won?
Mason won,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, oh yeah, Mason killed
Yeah,
me.
it seems
actually.
like the younger ones always got to win. It's like me and my brother used to play against each other a lot, and we got to the stage where we decided that I had to win because I was the youngest. Otherwise, I'd sort of whack him with a cue or something.
Well, yeah, I mean that break is just 1,000 times what
Yeah, that's
that
nuts.
second ball break was doing.
Yeah, that's why I was
Little trouble with
surprised
the
it
8-2 up
changed.
there.
Yeah, I was surprised he changed it from the beginning because the one time he did it in full early in the match, he made one and broke great and had a nice open table. So even though he won all them racks with that second ball break, I don't think it helped him because the balls were so ugly and game went scrappy. And I think he needs to be. He likes to be a rhythm player. I can see that he likes flowing, and he's supposed to flow. You know what I mean? He's obviously. Looking at both players, he's obviously a better rated player than Justin, no disrespect. So he's supposed to dominate this match, really, and put his authority on it and stamp his authority on the match, let's say. And make Justin beat him, you know what I mean?
Right.
If you're going to beat him, you got to beat him properly.
Well, you got a pretty good roll there.
Yeah, and he can get on the 2 ball here, right?
Looks that way. Probably the 6, though.
Yeah, I would have liked him to get on the 2 ball. That would have been great. Is he okay?
I think he's got the 6 here. Pretty good angle. Just going to take a look because he obviously doesn't want to get off that 8 wrong. So almost got to get straight with the 14 and the 8 sitting where they are. It's tough, actually. Maybe even play the 2 here, come off the 10, draw over.
It's a bit too thin, I think. But yeah, I would have
Yeah,
liked.
I
I would have loved him to get on the 2 ball first.
Yeah.
And if he got straight on the 2 ball, he could have drawn out for the 1 and then the 6.
Yeah.
I think he's maybe, like you say, just about okay, but you don't want to be messing around with that 8 ball. He's bumping it. Wow, that turned out. Has it?
Maybe.
Sort of good news, bad news a little bit there, but he might be able to force it through off the 10 for the 1 in the top.
He's going to bank
he's
the 1
banking it.
next, I think, yeah.
Bank shot. Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Bit
That was a
quick on that.
Bit quick.
Yeah, he was sort of playing the next shot before he hit that ball. Well, Justin, he does have the 13 does pass the 2. Well, definitely goes in that pocket anyway.
Kenny asked, how many break-and runs have there been so far? I think there's only been, what, like 3 or 4? Not a lot.
I think Justin had 1. I think Mason maybe had 3 or something.
I'm pretty sure Mason, all except for this one where he made a ball on the break, he ran out.
Yeah. And then Patrick reminded us, yeah, but then you guys played a race to 7 in 16 minutes and 23 seconds.
Oh yeah, that was even quicker.
Fong works here. He's asking who's commentary with you, Kendall. Does that Fong not know?
Oh, Fong knew him.
Fong, yeah. Hey, Fong, this is Darren Appleton, you know, the pro that's in house all week long here. Multi-time world champion Darren Appleton. You know, just somebody. And we greatly appreciate it, Darren.
Cheers, pal.
I just hope you're having a good time, man. This should be
I'll play you later.
like
Yeah.
a vacation almost.
Yeah,
Right?
I'm having a great time. I'm enjoying the food.
Yeah, good.
And
See, we're not lying to you. Every week we tell these people how good the food is. It's good, huh?
That sweet potato was incredible. I've never had that before.
Yeah.
Well, it's like a little scallop, like we call them scallops in the UK. It's like battered, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it
Oh, it was the first time having sweet potatoes?
yeah, it was like, but this was like what
Planks we call them, yeah, planks.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
Planks you call them?
Planks, yeah,
Yeah.
like a board, like a plank.
Yeah, I have to remember that. So I've never seen them before.
So
Made like that way, anyway.
Did you have the fish fry on Friday night?
No, he hadn't made me that yet. I had the steak though, that was good, and the burger, steak and burger, fish fry.
Do you like fish? Oh, it's a,
Yeah, I like fish. I'll have to try
it's a
that.
big Wisconsin thing. Fish fry on every Friday night.
Yeah, you can't do that
It's only
here.
day free, pal. We've got plenty.
You're going to have to do that at Sussex because we don't do a
it's a
traditional
Sussex
fish
thing,
fry.
isn't it?
Really? You don't do it here?
No.
Did it do anything over there?
Hmm?
I mean, a lot of people have told people I'm going to Sussex have said, "Where's that?" So I think it's in Wisconsin somewhere. I think
It's actually a bigger
there's a guy
city.
called Brian what lives there. That's what I said. Oh yeah, that's him.
Yeah, there you go. It's near Waukesha. Give him a bigger city of Waukesha. It's near Waukesha.
What's he doing here? He's
I don't know. I don't really care.
overthinking again.
Yeah.
He seems to like be getting twitched in between a lot.
Is he shooting the 14 here?
He is. I think he's trying
Odd
to break.
shot.
He's trying to come over for that.
Don't
Oh,
bump this
no.
15. Oh, it's okay on the way back, but not on the way there. Oh, that's nice. If it goes.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
Looks
it's
like he
perfect.
might have half a pocket. Yeah. Michael Parker says it was great to meet you, Darren. It was always
Yeah,
good to see
Michael
you.
Parker, yep.
This is the
Brian, nice
gentleman
to
I
meet you.
introduced you to that is helping me over in the bar there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I thought you were twins. Like twins with a beard.
Yeah, except for he's old.
At least Michael does some work.
Yeah, that's me. I just sit around. Get to live the dream every day.
Patrick Glenn says, Darren, have you tried the jalapeno poppers at the Mad Apple?
No, I haven't yet. I'll have to try them tomorrow.
All right, looks like Justin's going to finish this rack out. He's got to be a little bit careful here to not get himself anywhere behind that one. Shouldn't be an issue.
Oh, 9 to 5.
Isn't there a Dolly Parton movie like that, I think? 9 to 5.
Yes, a song too.
All right, Justin.
9 to 5. That's what I'm working right now. Every day. Kendall got
Every
me
day.
busy.
You thought, actually, it's not really like a vacation. I got you working hard here.
Unbelievable, really.
3 lessons a day.
Most
I
work
mean,
I've done in years.
no harder worker in professional pool, right?
Yeah, I'm the only guy that's been working in this place this week.
So you've been on the discussion of how long Kendall's been working on that bar over there? Have you been talking to him?
Yeah, he's managed to put a couple of nails in since I've been here.
Yeah, that's about right. too. Fortunately, I found a guy that'll help again.
Yeah, he's found Michael to do all his work for him again. Yeah, I saw Kendall. He says, I've done all this myself when he did me a tour. When I first got here, he did me a tour, so I've done all this myself.
I did
And I
not
found
tell
out
you
today
that. I
Michael's
said
done
with
most of it.
lots of help.
That sounds about right.
Perfect. Yeah. Yes,
Quite a few people on the tables now.
yeah, Sunday night we get a lot. It's nice, I'll tell you, the nights where we don't have activities going on,
Yeah.
we fill up the tables. I mean, like a lot of times on Friday nights when we have our regular weekly tournaments, we don't see like the local people come in and play too much.
Yeah.
So it is nice when we don't have stuff going on to see people be able to take advantage and play.
Yeah, it's good. And at least I like their thinking. I'm guessing you told them that. Don't put a match on the opposite table unless
Yeah,
there's
correct.
no tables available.
Yeah,
Obviously,
those.
you have to put them on, let them then use the table, I guess, if there's no tables available.
Well, so when we first started this, Darren, it was during COVID lockdown, and the only people in the building were literally the 2 players and the commentators in the booth,
Okay.
and everything else was shut down.
Yeah.
And we just had all the lights off. I mean, it was a completely different environment. It was
Oh,
neat.
Yeah.
It's a good break there by Justin.
Yeah, I mean, he's, well, I thought he was taking, I guess stripes are okay as well, but
Kendall, Princess 67 has a question for you.
Do you know who that is, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Miss Lisa Heckman.
Heckman.
Good to see you, Lisa. What's my question?
Have you told him about your favorite viewer and had him sign a shirt for me yet? Kidding, kind of.
Oh, kind of, yeah. I'm sure Lisa is kidding, but Lisa would love an autograph, something from you at least.
Yeah,
She's one of our #1 fans. She's here
Really?
every week with us.
Okay, I'll fix her up.
Oh, did you hear that, Lisa?
Is he borrowed Mason's cue here? For a
Looks
split
like
second,
it.
I'm thinking, has he borrowed his cue by mistake?
Looks like it. Does he
What's
have the
going on with all these
extension
extensions on the cue?
on there? Oh, does he have the... Oh, yeah, he's got the back extension on there.
That's quite a long one, though, right? So, just when you think Mason's going to run away with this match, something turns. Are you sure the score's 10-5 and not... Have I missed a rack here?
No, I don't think I transitioned before.
Yeah, I thought it was 9-6.
No, it's 10. I actually looked at the
Really sure?
pad up here.
Well, it's about to be one more on Justin.
Right. So it's 9-7.
The
Nine.
players actually have a score pad above them, so Brian
Yeah.
can double check.
Yeah, it's actually 10 to 6 now.
You sure it's not 9-7?
That's what I thought, but I checked the pad up here, and
Okay.
they have it as 10-5 or 10-6
believe
now.
you.
I don't blame you though. Brian's usually wrong, so I'd question him a few more times.
Shut
yet,
your
actually.
trap. Shut the trap.
We've established that the producing job, so the job down there in the chair, is the easiest job on the planet, and absolutely anybody can do it.
Yeah. It's so true. That's why someone had the audio plugged in the wrong button.
That wasn't me, was it?
I don't know. It was somebody, but it was in the wrong space.
Did I?
One
Hey,
here.
I didn't tell you. Did I tell you I went to school for IT?
What?
Oh, good, because I would have been lying if I
Yeah.
told you
Yeah,
that.
you
'Cause I never went to school for IT.
Definitely would have been lying. Dick Kirk said, I have said this many times, Mason is very hard to beat and will be an even greater player later in life. Great kid, and I have lots of respect for Mason.
Well, if he
It's
keeps
nice to
playing
say
and
there, Dick.
improving and putting the work in, he'll definitely be better than what he is now.
Lisa Heckman said she would very much so, and she will pay for it if...
Oh, cash speaks. We like cash. Everybody's got to eat food. It looked like you let up on that ball.
Yeah, he's sort of got weak on the last two breaks.
I made it.
Got really weak, but he got lucky.
Crone Benson said, do you know what Justin
Believe that
shoots
or
with?
not, this has turned out pretty good as well, you know, because he can make the 13, leave a lot long on the 15, make the 15 kiss into the 2 and 11, and that opens the game up. So,
Is that a good angle here to stop for that 15?
Yeah, I think you can just kill it, I believe.
Just a little, yeah.
Or even bump into the 10 ball if he needs to. Or do that.
Oh, yeah, 10 next, I see. Well, that 9's now going to be floating out here in the
Yeah,
middle
that's
of
why I
nowhere.
would
a
have
little
liked to have left a 10 there, but we'll see what happens after he breaks this ball.
Kendall, do you know if Justin shoots, does he shoot with a pea shower?
Yeah, I believe
bit.
so, yeah.
I believe that's correct.
He's got the long extension on. I don't think he started this match with extension. He's actually got an extension in the middle of his shaft as well.
It's like RoboCop, kind of. All the little attachments.
Which just amazes me, really, on a bar table, that people play with such a long stick on a bar table. I mean,
Well,
that's
here's a shot, I
unbelievable,
think. You know, got to roll up here,
really.
right?
Yeah. Do you roll it or do you punch it?
Well,
Played it
that
well.
slid over nice, huh?
Mm,
Still tough on the 9 here.
yeah.
5 wasn't there. It'd be a little easier, but
Yeah, you might have to leave it more of a little tricky cut on the 9er. You might just have to squeeze that 14 and with a lot of extreme left and not just follow right. It's like a soft spin shot.
down the rail a bit.
Yeah.
Well, let's see if he gets the right angle. This is probably easier than you think.
Mm.
If he came out and bumped a 7 here, too, you know. 9 does go to this corner. Depending on how he's sitting on the 14.
Yeah. I
It
mean,
looks
confident
actually-
playing towards a 7, that's okay, but I don't think that's for me. I'd rather leave a guaranteed shot on the 9, which was coming back down nicely for the 8. That's just
Yeah.
me, but
Just
if
missed
you're
the
very
5.
confident on the bar table and how the rails react, then yeah, I sort of get what you're saying there. But you actually played that really nicely. That's a lot tougher shot than what it looked there.
Yeah, to keep, because of where the 5 was, I think.
Yeah. Because if he just plays a natural punch shot, then he'll kiss the 5 there. So to the viewers at home, you'll probably not see that like we see it in the booth. He played a little delicate, it's like a little in-between shot.
Yeah.
And it's so easy to quit on that shot.
Nice thing here is this is just pocket speed in its natural shape, I think.
Yeah.
You really don't have to do much with this other than make it center ball.
Big game as well. I think that's his best out so far in this match.
I agree. He played
First
that
time he's
well.
looked in control and he's took everything pretty clinically, really.
Close matches are more fun.
Yep. Yeah, and he's done well here from what, 7-1 to now 10-7.
Yep, definitely has picked up the pace here and given Mason something to think about a bit. Ironically, Mason hasn't really made too many mistakes since he started breaking from the front, just the one, but it's enough for Justin to take advantage.
Yeah, just that one mistake, really. But Justin's definitely picked his game up as well, so that's good.
Arthur, yes, Mason does shoot with a P shower, and Jacob Koch, nice out if he gets out.
Koch, yeah.
Koch. And Patrick said, according to Justin, during the night's match, he said he is using the wheat state, but only the brake shaft and the jump cube because they didn't have the correct adapter to put the wheat state shaft on his plane shaft. So he's still using. I think he uses the P shower. Is it the P shower?
Yeah, the Rogue.
The Rogue, yeah.
Yeah,
you're good, yeah.
Let's have a smoke.
No worries. Got a little bit of a player break here as everybody takes a bit of a breather in the middle of this match. Appreciate everybody for joining us here at Mad Apple Extreme. We are live right here from the Mad Apple Burger and Billiard Company on West College Avenue in Appleton, Wisconsin. We appreciate everybody coming out and joining us. We have really the honor of having Mr. Darren Appleton in the booth with us tonight, helping commentate this match.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah, I mean, and again, I want to thank you, Brian, because you kind of made all this kind of happen and got him down here. You met him when you were out in Vegas and got talking to him. So
drunk as hell and talked to him.
Well, that's awesome, and I appreciate you doing that. And you obviously you got him coming by you here on the 19th, right?
Yep, got him 19th through the 24th.
Yeah, you got a bunch of lessons set up for him there too, I think.
Pretty much have him packed. The only thing I have left open is a couple spots on the Saturday group session. So
Well, that's good. I'm just happy to make it a good trip for him. And,
absolutely.
make sure that he makes enough money to make it worth it and come back and help our players. You know, I mean, everybody that's taken his lesson so far has been extremely happy with everything that he's learned, and he's
good.
catering to each individual player. You know, he really is evaluating where they are. It's not just a cookie cutter. Here's my lesson. You know, it's definitely catering to their individual needs, which is even cooler. You know, it's not just a basic.
That's the most important thing, is that as long as they're finding value in it, you know, that's awesome. So.
Yeah. And obviously, I mean, he has so much to share. He's a multi-time world champion. I mean,
Boy,
you don't do that from nowhere. And it was interesting. I was kind of talking to him during dinner tonight, you know, and we were talking, and you know, he obviously wants to get back to where he was, you know. I mean, and I guess I found out he was a boxer. He actually, that's where he originated.
Was he really?
Yeah, in boxing, and his whole family's a bunch of boxers. So. That's where he gets some of his competitiveness from, you know, and that fight that he has in him, you know.
Good thing he doesn't, you know, bust out in a boxing match if he loses. It wouldn't be good for his competitors.
Well, and I'll tell you, it was an interesting conversation talking about how, you know, that, they're hitting the gym, like even these young, he was talking about golfers, and a lot of the golfers now, the golfers used to be like John Daly, drinking
Right.
beer, smoking cigarettes,
smoking
you know what I mean? And now it's more fit, and he said the same thing with pool. All these young guys are hitting the gym, to mind and body,
Well, in order to be able to sit there all day long and have the stamina to play pool all day long, you're on your feet all the time.
Right.
It takes a lot. It actually takes.
Well, I think just the mental commitment that it takes to work out and be there and be physically aware continually like that while you are doing it definitely helps your mental game.
Yeah. Fong, that is Mike Lemire and Darren Appleton on that picture.
Oh, the picture?
Yeah.
Why is that there?
I don't know. I saw that there. I'm like,
Well, why
why
don't you
is
take that
there?
down? I'm going to take that down. No offense,
It's
Mike.
on the outside.
Oh, there. I mean, it's a nice picture and all. It's just kind of,
But why is it up there?
I don't know.
Huh. Especially with that shirt that he was wearing.
Oh, it's a queued up shirt. Nate Mindham. Listen, did you hear that? Got his name right.
Yeah.
All right, another good break by Justin.
Oh, let me get back to the
As
match.
Darren returns to the
I
booth.
still got on your ugly mug here, so.
Mason gonna sit down and put him.
You on the camera?
What's that?
You're on the camera, why?
Oh yeah. Did you change that back yet?
Yeah,
Slim?
that changed it
Oh.
back. Yeah.
Yeah, it takes a couple minutes. We were talking about you while you were gone.
That's pretty face on the camera.
I don't look as gray in the camera. That's good. Looks a little darker.
That was a good break, right?
Yeah, he crushed it.
Your belly doesn't look as big. Turn your mic on.
Oh,
Mic's off.
Hey, them good.
There we go.
now we can hear him.
10-7 game on here.
Game on now.
Everything goes. So the 15 and 11 should be his last two balls.
Yeah. Do you want to? I mean, are you trying to get an angle where you're kind of bumping the 5, or are you trying to come down table off the
Yeah, you don't need to bump that 5.
15?
Yeah, it's good here. That stays.
Perfect.
Yeah, perfect.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, just 4 little drop shots here. Yeah, it's going to be 10-8. Just kill the cue ball here for the 10 in the side, I think. Oh no, he's drew it. I didn't like that shot at all.
Now he's over the top of that ball. Suddenly got a little tough.
Yep, didn't like that. Kenny? Is it all ball fouls?
It's not. Did he bump the ball?
No, just asking. But he played that well, to be fair.
He did, yeah. Right over the top. Left himself a perfect angle to just roll forward there.
Yeah, so he recovered the
Gonna
situation
get tight
well.
now. It's within 2 games. Mason with a couple of slip-ups, giving him an opportunity here.
Yep. But he's got to stay patient. He will get another opportunity.
And Justin with some good shooting. Justin,
Yeah, the
coming
pace
back
has
on it.
definitely picked up, from
Yeah.
both players. The both last 8 racks or so has been really good stuff.
Much better, yeah.
So Michelle Neville says, Brian, good thing that guy don't see me shoot. Worst player in Wisconsin. What guy? But I'm lost. Did I miss something?
So Michelle is Larry's wife.
Yes.
Correct, yep.
Yeah, I didn't see them around today.
Yeah, they run the weekly tournaments here.
Oh, they run the weekly tournaments.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, we got a game, fellas.
We do, yeah. It's within 2 there. Justin pulls it, so.
So the Packers' defense is really good right now. 16-0 today.
Yeah, they.
Yeah, finally.
I didn't see much of that match. I was too busy in the office, unfortunately.
It's good. Got the best record in the division. Is it the
NFC.
NFC? So
Yeah, and they would have never
Central.
lost to KC last week.
no.
and I
if,
don't think they're firing on all cylinders yet. So that's good.
Yeah, you want to see him hit that at the end of the season. Well, that's working for him. He's letting off that break and seems to keep getting the ball to drop. Not that there's any real rhyme or reason to it, just good speed.
Yep, and he'll do well to run out from here.
Yeah, it's brutal.
This is going to be
Stripes are a big problem. Solids got to be the right choice, but again, needs work. Unless that one ball does go, the 4 goes, the 8's a big problem. Maybe he's going to play the 1 now. If he can see enough of the 1. Or he could play the 4, leave a little angle on the 4 and draw into the 8 and the 10, and he might hold for the 1. That's also an option.
Well, I kind of like that option. I don't know if he can see the 1 right now.
I think I like what you said there. If you get the right angle on this 4 to kind of pull into the 8, I think that's what he's got right now.
Yeah, I think he would have liked
Holds
to
him there for the 8
yeah,
or for the 1.
He would have liked to have got into the cue ball a little bit more there, though. Got a bit closer, but he's played it well. Where's that 8 going?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's not going to help him.
Landed funny.
He did get right where he wanted on that 1, but now I don't think he want to knock it out of there, so he's going to play safe.
Oh, he's looking at the 3. Oh, he's playing safe, really.
I don't think he's playing. Oh, is he? Oh, wow. Actually, not bad.
Not bad, but as he left in the right-hand side of that 10 ball, that's the key.
Look at the overhead. I don't think he can see the left side of the 10, but not the right side.
I don't think he can see the right side, so it's actually turned out to be a good shot. I still think Mason's got to come into the table here with that 8 ball tied up. Just got to play smart, really. Yeah, I think it might be just best just putting that 9 in front of the 1.
I'm pretty sure that's what he's doing here. He's not going to hit this very hard.
Yeah.
And
Call
he made
it
it.
just in case. So that was probably a good call, just in case he didn't make it. Because now he can do something. But you don't want to move that 8 ball.
15 does go by there, so I mean, technically the worst ball on the table right now is the 14.
Yeah. Can you see the 15 now?
Possibly. It's kind of so tight though. Back cutting it like that, it'd be tough not to. I like the shot. I think.
Yeah, that's good. That opens the game up, I think. Well, has he tied the 10 and the 13 up?
Now both his balls go up there. The 15 and the 11 go. So now it's
Yeah, I
just
see
the
why
11.
the 10 and 13 though might have tied up.
Yeah, that was my concern there. I think I've been a little bit unlucky, really, to tie them 2 up. So if he gets a good hit here, this game is open. He's got to make sure he hits this, and he hasn't.
Yeah, he did not.
Very careless to not hit one of those 2 balls direct. Is very careless, and he didn't really have any. Didn't really work anything out there. Just sort of guessed where to hit on the rail. Let's say. He very rushed. You know what I mean? Because it was such an important shot, and he didn't put a lot of thought into it.
That 13 goes. Do you like playing into the?
Yeah.
14 off of the 13.
Good option, isn't it?
I'm just gonna.
Obviously, the 13 didn't go. Does the 11 pass the 8? I mean, the 15 past the 8, yeah.
Yeah. I don't like it from this angle. You got to really overcut this ball and let it float in a little. He's obviously going to be trying to bump that 14 out. Yeah, see, he just didn't have that.
Yep. And, yeah, 10-8, big game.
Yeah, that's a huge miss there.
Well, the big thing for him here, does he play the 3-2 combo, or does he get up table to play the 2 first? That's the decision for him. Wow.
Boy, oh boy.
Don't understand that shot, but it's worked out great. You got to say he's had a nice little tickle off that one ball there.
Yeah, it's
Because that could have gone wrong big time.
definitely starting to look like they're thinking a little more than they should again.
Yeah, get to that nitty gritty part of the game match.
I missed it.
Wow.
What is going on?
I
here?
didn't like that. I thought he would have taken it in the side.
It's just, this game is just crazy sometimes to watch. You know, guys that you won't see miss balls for hours, and then all of a sudden, nothing seems to go right.
Yeah, and Justin played so good to get back into the game.
Even that shot, what in the world was that?
And he makes two bad mistakes in the same rack. But do you go for this, or do you just snook him behind the 8?
Well, I don't know. I think
Just pump that 11 and get
his
behind
first look was behind the 8, I think, and I think you get a little frustrated when you think you should have been out and maybe go for some things.
Wow, look at this.
Yeah, he hits this ball good, so I'm not too worried about him. But
Wow, nice shot.
yeah, I've seen him shoot that shot so many times, like I don't even get concerned anymore when he shoots that back down.
Yeah, he played that great. And he would jack down as well. Like most players would have rolled up.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, he's more comfortable playing it that way, so that's why he played it that way.
I mean, when he's lights out, I tell you, his stroke is pretty sick. Some of the things he does with his cue ball. He's got good control.
Big rack that was.
Yeah.
Like sort
A lot
of
of
stole
misses.
it in the end, I guess. But
Yeah.
one guy's delighted and the other guy's sick.
Yeah, right. And I mean, the worst part is the guy that's delighted isn't probably even that delighted either, because it wasn't great for him either.
No, he's just relieved more than anything. Because 10-9, it was like one of those, you know what I mean? He's under pressure when he had that lead. And a good 9-4, 10-5 lead.
Ray wants to know did they give Darren the key to the city yet?
Well, they give me the key to the Mad Apple.
Right, that's right. Yeah.
So that
He's
is
got
the
the
city,
run
I
of the
guess.
show, yeah. You got a lot to live up to here, Hollenbeck. Tom, I give you... Huh?
What?
You got a lot to live up with when he comes down by you. You got to take good care
Yeah,
of him.
trust me.
We've been catering to him.
5.5 star service.
We're going to have a lot of fun.
5.5, that's what worries me.
You probably are going to get drunker when you get down there.
Drinking with you in Las Vegas, I thought this is dangerous. It cost me the World 10 Ball Championship. It took me like 4 days to recover. I'm playing like the World 10 Ball the two days after with an hangover still.
Yeah.
At 6 a.m. I crawled into my room.
You got to blame Timmy Senna for that one.
There's him, there's you, there was Guy
Was Senna there?
Oh, yeah.
Manny Perez, there was like 10 of them just throwing shots at me everywhere.
Tim Senna is a riot. He's
he's a
I've
good
known
guy.
him since I was like 17 years old. And
So Darren, what's this guy's name?
That's Martin Sazowski,
Martin, okay.
a Polish guy. He's lived in Holland, now lives back in Poland.
oh,
I believe he's on about moving to America.
Super cool guy. He's
maybe.
funny as hell.
Yeah, good guy. They was there for 2.5 months, him and the Polish players. So it was a bad miss there from Mason. Is it an open table?
Yes, it is.
So he's going to play or does he have to play? Options, really. What's he doing?
12
Okay.
break
Where's that? Yeah, it's worked out.
came
good.
out okay. Yeah.
Not brilliant, like.
Cheddar said he hasn't even gotten the key to the restroom yet.
Wow, what's this?
Jeez, huh?
Wow, why is he kissing these balls like this? Got away with it, though. Got away with it.
Well, you always have a shot at one if you hit it.
Yeah, well, he could have got stuck behind that 9, though.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of bumping balls unless I really need to.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Should be pretty straightforward here now.
Well, I said that a few times, though.
Yeah.
It's a man like with Justin, he's got the game and everything else, just a bit inconsistency. what I do like is that I like his temperament and his attitude. And like you said, he's definitely got a big heart. He don't let mistakes affect him too badly. He's still nice and composed at the table. Doesn't let his head drop.
Oh boy. See,
He sort of plays a few shots just like that. You're thinking that don't really make much sense, let's say, and then he gets straight down to the next one, where usually he takes a bit more care. So again, just
bumping balls.
yeah, just putting a bit more stress on his run-outs than what he should be doing.
And got there. All right, going to bring it back within 2 games in this race to 15. I want to thank everybody again for joining us here at Mad Apple Extreme, right inside the Mad Apple Burger and Billiard Company, 14,000 square foot scratch-made restaurant, pool room, and pro shop. Joined in the booth by Darren Dynamite Appleton, the one and only. Nice out there by Justin. And of course, we got Brian
Hallelujah.
Hollenbeck down there on the producing board. Easiest job on the planet. Even a monkey could do it.
As proven.
Not even by you.
No, right?
You're the smartest monkey we've had on that board, so we're doing pretty good.
So how many of these matches has there been so far?
We've been doing this a year and a half, and we've missed a few weeks now because we've been restructuring and spent a whole lot of stuff. Part of the reason that joke goes out there is because of the person that we originally had doing the stream for us. Robbed a whole bunch of stuff. So it's a little bit of an inside joke when we talk about how easy that job is.
And you have undercard matches, right?
We do, yep. That's one of the unique things that we do. We feature some players that maybe don't get the opportunity to be on a stream here and there.
Yeah, there were 2 ladies playing today. Who won that match?
I believe it was Holly.
Holly did.
Yep.
6-2.
Holly DeVillers. She plays pretty
7-2.
strong.
Yeah,
you know Pam Kelly, I would have to assume, right?
Yep.
Most of the free pool shooting world knows Miss Kelly. She's down from Brian's neighborhood there. You'll run into her while you're there. That's going to dry up.
Yeah, not hitting them as good as what
Mason jumped out of his chair there.
Yeah, I think there was only so much, because sometimes it's them really solid, and other times it's a bit like, seems to take a little bit off it or slightly mistimes it. And again, didn't get enough power really.
All right, Mason looking at stripes here. Going to take this 9. Open up.
Yeah, Michelle, you and Larry should come hang out down there.
Yeah, so the 14 ball's going with the big ball in this rack.
Let that go a little bit, but I think he gave himself an opportunity to try and get that 14 out here.
There you go. I'll be
Came out
pretty
good
happy
out
with
of
that. I'll be happy with that. Especially if the 14 goes, which I think it does, in past the 11. Yep. So still needs to play 1 or 2 little. Well, he needs to play a good positional shot, that's for sure, to get on the 14 and the 11.
Yeah, and really, 14 to the 11 is the key here. The shot. He's got about as good of an angle as he can because he's got a lot of choices here.
Yeah, he's come perfect. He's come round the back of the free. There you go, nicely controlled. So he's just got to make sure he gets the speed right from the 11 to the 8. Don't want to get jacked over the 2.
I think he's alongside, but just.
Yep. He needs to be careful here. Yeah, just needed to come back a little bit more there. So I'll be careful here. And that was my concern, really.
Yeah, you got a little fuzzy.
Just
a
about
little long.
He must have it. He looks like he's staying on focus here.
Yeah.
There it is.
Nice. That was a big game.
Yeah, I definitely needed that after the last few misses.
Yeah, and Justin, he just can't get back to within 1. Every time he's got back to 2, that next rack seems to just get away from him.
All right,
And
getting
it's
closer.
a huge difference, isn't it? That 3 game or 1 game when you're getting closer to that line is huge. But that was actually a really nice out. That was one of Mason's more controlled outs of the match, and played a really nice shot there on that 11. It was a lot more difficult than where it looked. Especially when you're going to put a bit of spin on the cue ball as well. Amp it over another ball. And to control it to get a shot on the 8. Oh, he's gone back to the cup break, so he's...
why he's doing this.
Let's see what happens here.
Find that a little crazy.
Hit them good,
actually.
though. That was a good cup break, as cup breaks goes.
And it actually stayed open here.
Yep. Yeah, sometimes they do, but he did that. That was good. Like it was like a proper cup break, that one. Cue ball but come back perfect and back into the stack. I like it when it does that. Did he take his stripes?
Looks like it. I don't like that necessarily. Shots the whole match or the whole
Well, it was
game.
okay
right
if he
there.
guaranteed that angle on the 11 for the side, which he didn't. And now he's trying to bump the 15 when I don't think it's. Oh, he did. Is on. Wow, that's a really, really
It's
nice
a little
shot.
unlucky there. He pushed it right down past the nipple.
Yeah. Yeah, that's but a little bit self-inflicted. I'm thinking he's a bit careless to getting on the 11. He wanted the 11 in the side so he can play the 15 in the top.
Right.
Like we said before, don't bump balls unless you really need to.
Yeah.
Obviously, there was probably forced to, but obviously, I'm guessing he's really good with this stick. So, his favourite, make it usually, I guess.
Yeah, he's usually pretty good with that. He's just rushing things a bit.
Yep. So he's opened the door again for Justin. Yeah, it's been a funny match. It's like Mason's threatened to really just put this match to bed a few times, and then Justin's come back with 2 or 3 games of his own, made it interesting, and then once he gets really close, Mason wins the next game to find that breathing space again.
Yeah. Well, he's not really looking up table right now, is he? I can't imagine not shooting that 6 here. This is why I have a hard time commentating for Justin, because I never really quite know.
Yeah, I think he'd have an hard time commentating on it himself. Really, but I guess that's not bad. I think
he
you can
did
see
get
the
him.
14 though.
He did get him hooked. I know he's have to spin around to see that, but
Yeah, I'm very surprised Justin didn't try to run out there, really. With all the balls so close to where the 4 and 5 was.
Especially that seems to be the pattern, right? I mean, this was his time to...
Yeah, like sometimes he plays safe when he probably
It's gonna
shouldn't.
be a pretty good shot.
Sometimes he doesn't play safe when he should.
Yeah.
He's that type of character. But here, he played the 4 and kissed that 12 away. No, he's playing the 5, so... I need to keep quiet, really. You see?
Oh, boy.
So,
Came up.
I mean, it's his way of playing, but that really doesn't make sense to me. Right? He wouldn't play the 4 with a bit of right English and kiss into that 12.
Now you're over the top of the 2, stretching to shoot that 4, which is going to have an effect no matter what.
The only good thing for him is that at least I do think the free ball does go. Well, it definitely goes in the bottom
We're
left.
going to switch up hands, jacked up over the 2. Oh, thinking the better of switching hands, I think. Maybe he's got another extension he could screw on the back and then reach it. I mean, I think I would stay up for the 7 and 2 more than come down for the 3 here, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you need to make sure you get high, right?
It's kind of the middle of the road there. That's gonna good thing the 6 is down table, because I think he's gonna have to use it after this shot. Maybe shoot the 7 and just stick him behind the 2 there.
Yeah, I mean, he could definitely do that shot. I don't think I'd do it. I think he's got to go game, surely, but
Yeah, 2
you
ball.
never know. Yeah, I'm trying to keep as quiet as I can now. Keep calling the wrong shots.
Well, actually, you're probably calling the right shots during it.
So can he make the free into the bottom right? That's the big one, really.
Yeah, he can. He's just got to stay short on it, I think. It's going to
wouldn't
be the
you-
ball before the 8, but it shouldn't have been. I think
Yeah, 'cause
that
it
ball
looks
should have
like
got
it
out of
can,
there sooner.
Yeah, I
So maybe
thought he-
take the what's that, the 7 there down and come spin around, try to run into the 8 for the
Oh,
3 ball back in the other corner.
really no reason to
Oh.
go over there, but maybe.
Wow, look at this.
Or
That's
Oh,
unbelievable.
he's
I
gonna
can't believe
try to
that
rub
shot.
Jump to 12
I
just
can't
enough to.
believe that. I can't believe he's played that shot.
Well, he's going to cut the
Wow.
3 over to the left.
And he played it very quickly as well.
It's
It's
like
not
college
like
basketball.
sometimes he takes his time on like the straightforward shots, and then like the really tricky shots like that. He plays it very quickly. Wow, what a shot! Where's this 8 ball going? Well, some
Wow.
good news, bad news, I guess.
Yeah, I think he can
Yeah.
still cut this ball, but my goodness. Talk about a scramble.
Well, the cue ball's in the hands of the in the laps of the gods here, right? Because this cue ball could scratch somewhere after contacting the 14.
That's a pretty standard run out, isn't it, Darren?
Well, isn't it?
I don't know how else you would have done it, honestly.
Yeah,
If someone told me like 4 shots ago this 8 ball would end up where it is now, you just wouldn't ever think it'd be like a rack from last week, wouldn't you?
Yeah. This is tough here yet.
Yeah, it's easy to miss this fat because it's not.
14 shouldn't do anything to it, but 14 just seems to bother it. I don't think it does, but
Yeah, it's fortunate that the 15 is where it is, so I think that blocks the scratch in the side because it's going to hit the 14 and it's going to go towards that area, the cue ball.
right.
If he hits a 14 too thin, he could clip the 14 and scratch in the bottom left. But the key is to just make sure you make it.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
whatever happens, happens really with a cue ball. You have no control of this cue ball. Yeah, it was definitely
Hit
heading
it.
down there.
He hit that good.
But he
Good
hit it
shot.
great.
Going to bring it within 2 again.
Yeah, the famous 2 racks behind again. Let's see if he can finally get within 1.
Break it away.
Completely routine.
It's like a funny match this. I got a funny feeling that it could go all the way, or it could end up like just this pattern, you know what I mean, where it's like that 2, 3, 4 game rack. So something's got to give here. I do feel like if Justin's going to win this match, he has to win this rack.
Al Jordan said, "Thanks, guys. Got to go to bed. Watch the rest later. Awesome to see Mr. Darren Appleton
Later,
there.
it's nearly
Great job.
over.
Oh, he's got to go to bed, so he'll watch it later."
Appreciate it, Al. Where is Cheddar, by the way? He's obviously watching this.
Who
It's not like he's
cares?
hanging out with his wife or anything.
Who cares? Who cares? Seriously.
Well, I hate to break it to you, Brian, but there aren't too many people that come here asking for hallelujah.
Big scratch there.
Well, that's because I'm not from this area.
I don't
Big
know.
scratch there. Straight enough into the side pocket.
Yeah, that's tough.
Straight in the side pocket. Well, sort of massaged into the side pocket, but yeah.
Ripes here, huh? Starting with the 14.
Is it ball and behind the line or?
No, it's anywhere.
Anyway, on the table after scratch on the break.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so have you played any of the Take What You Make tournaments?
Yep.
Is that what everything's going to now, kind of?
Well, not really, but I do like that way of playing.
Well,
Well,
6 to
we used
2
to
here,
BCA
looks
used to be able to play behind the line after the scratch. on the break.
Actually, true BCA rules. If you look at BCA rules, it is actually behind in the
Oh,
kitchen.
Oh,
Yeah,
but
so-
We kind of use BCA PL CSI standardized rules.
okay.
Is what we kind of go by.
Well, what is it, Mr. Referee? Is it kind of go by, or?
No, that's what we go by.
Yeah. Could have got a little straighter on the 7. I think he's okay yet. Just because of that angle coming off the 4 will push the 1 just right. So even if he's short here to where he wanted to be.
Yeah, he wants to get nicely on the one ball here, don't he?
Does he shoot the one here, maybe?
Possibly, yeah. Yeah.
I'd say
Looks
I
like
think he's a maybe draw. Is he gonna shoot? Yeah, looks like shoot the one. No.
One pocket runner. We so. Oh.
Look at this.
the world did he do this?
Got a little too strong.
Yeah, overrun it a good 3 inches, and maybe didn't get the right English what he was trying to put on the cue ball. That little touch of right English.
Would you have maybe actually taken the 4 ball and just run into the 1 ball? A little bit of
Could
draw,
have,
push
but
it towards that pocket.
I think what he had was fine. He just hit it bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Is that all right?
Yeah, got back good on it though.
yeah, I'll be happy with that result.
Good angle to just kind of stun over, I think.
Yeah, I think you just make it really.
Oh, yeah. I think my mind from up here makes up angles a lot of times, yeah.
No, this is a big shot right here.
Hook back right around. Oh, you're just stuck there. Should be okay there.
Yep.
Lucky you didn't roll another inch or so, though.
Yeah, it would be a 50-yard line there.
Oh, he held it.
Held it nicely. And that was a big one.
Good out there. Again, we were the 2-game spread, and now we're back to...
Same story. It just can't get within 1.
Yeah, yeah.
He must be like so frustrated in his chair. Every time he gets to 2, you're thinking, oh, he gets back to 1, then it's real game on.
Right.
Twitchy bum time, but just can't get there. It's rather a dry break or that little mistake or a nice run out from Mason. And it's been a good match, actually. I've enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's definitely competitive and back and forth for sure. Thought it was going to be a runaway at first, 7-1.
Yeah, it sort of looked that way, didn't it?
That's tough sometimes, though. It's like you feel like you don't have to seal the deal. I mean, maybe you don't experience that as a professional, but I know from an amateur standpoint, sometimes when you start out that strong, just to make sure you keep.
Yeah, well, you experience every emotion possible as a pool player.
Right.
At any level, really, if you're playing seriously or playing to win. But yeah, that was probably his worst break of the match so far. Nearly scratched straight enough in the corner, so we didn't get the contact he wanted. But
and again, it was funny. They both keep letting up on the break. I mean, I understand he changed the speed a little bit, but
yeah,
I think they've both seen success breaking head on. And
yeah, I mean, obviously
hard.
Justin's. I don't think he's at any side rail breaks. He's just took some pace off some breaks. Yeah, Mason surprised me because he's hit them good from full, hitting them full. So the side rail break, not too sure why he's done that. I'll have to ask him after the match. His reasoning behind that. There's always a reason. So again, another must-win rack here for Justin, and he's got a tricky table.
Hey, you surely don't want to see Mason get to the hill on your. And you're just 4 games back and 1 mistake away from it being over.
Yeah, and he has to take the free ball here if he's going to go solids. So that opens the pocket up for the 4. Otherwise, unless he played the 6 and really just crashed into them, which he's capable of doing.
Yeah.
It's hard to predict what he's going to do sometimes. So
sometimes you just got to watch. Right? What's that?
After this rack, do you want to do a quick rundown, just because it's getting close to the end? Quick rundown of all the challenges today and who won them all.
If you want to give me that list, I'd love to do that.
All right, then. How about I do it then?
All right, wonderful. That'd be good. Be nice if you'd do something for a change.
Yeah.
Well, you did. Okay, you fixed the audio. Fine. I can't be mean to you, Brian.
Yeah. And clean up this.
Hallelujah, he fixed it. Yes, indeed. All right, so.
no idea what he's doing here. Let's wait and see.
We'll find out, shall we?
There you go.
And
Just made things worse. Because everything did go if you played great positional shots, so I had no idea what he was trying to do there, really. I know he's obviously trying to bump the 2 and the 1, but I couldn't see much too good coming out of that. We'll have to see what happens here.
The theme of this match is whoever's breaking seems to be at the disadvantage.
Yeah, he's just so unorthodox the way he plays the game.
Yeah, and I tell you, sometimes it really works for him. And I mean, I've seen him just go off.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because he's a heck of a shot maker. I mean, Justin can pull out some shots like.
Does he have a combination here?
Maybe.
Karam
11 5. So Karam off the 2 11 5
so,
is what you're calling.
Don't think
It
doesn't look like it lines up.
line up, no.
unless he can play the 2 into the bottom side of the 11 and cut the 5 in, but I don't think that's possible. Maybe bank the 4. Can he make the 4?
I think he's cutting the 4, it looks like. Possibly hoping for an angle on the 6 that would help him out.
If we play safe. Alright, so he's decided to play safe.
It's kind of a mess for... Well, not really, though. You get the 10 and... So play the 13 here, it's set for that 10. It's a nice little break.
Yeah, I mean, that's... I mean, he has to get the pocket there. Well, not even get the pocket, get the 4 right next to the pink stripe and just tie it up, because obviously you can play the defense shot and play the safeties, let's say. So yeah, I think Mason will definitely attack here. That 10, kiss into the cluster there. Maybe not off this shot, but
it's not the worst spot to shoot it off of, but
yeah, he would have liked to been a bit closer though, right?
This is going to be better.
Yeah, this is perfect. Ain't that nice?
Yeah, it's good because he doesn't have to hit this very hard, I think.
It'd be nice with the 2 ball, half ball, and then kiss the
Split
11
into this.
like that. Perfect. Yeah, he deserves a shot just for that execution alone.
I think he got it there on the 15. Or has he got the
I don't think
14?
you can see that.
15 on the side, you don't think he's
okay. I
got?
think if
Well,
the
he's
14 goes, then
that's-
the 11 passes the 5, then they'll be very happy. No, he's called the bank.
Right. I don't know where he's going next after that. Well, 9 ball, I guess.
That's not there.
Locked up the corner there.
What is it? An advantage or a disadvantage?
You could probably give me a better answer than that.
Yeah.
Or than I could give.
Yeah, it's a tricky one, isn't it? Really, sometimes it's it hurts you. Sometimes more than it helps you.
I don't mind coming off this 4 and trying to swing up there, do you?
Yeah, I mean that's a possibility.
You got the 2 down here if you did end up.
Yeah, I mean,
he's going to do something different
yeah,
here.
you
so
never know,
we'll
do
see.
you, really?
Safety. All right.
Wow,
That is not going to work out very safely.
wow.
I don't know. It's
Well, the 15 goes by the 5, doesn't it?
Well, even if it doesn't,
What?
at least he can make the 9 and try and make something happen. He's playing the
Oh.
bank, so this is even better for him, really, because this should be. Well, I'll be amazed if he don't make the bank. If he makes it off the 5, or even do that,
Oh, no.
and get very unlucky, then whatever.
now he got nothing.
Yeah, it's one of those shots where he needed to make sure he hit the short rail on that bank.
Yeah. Off the 5, yeah.
Yeah. But
Which
still-
would have brought him a little bit
Yeah.
wider off the 6, too.
Yeah, but still a little unlucky to land there, I
Hey,
guess. But
hey Dale,
we'll see, he's still got a chance.
United Flight 101's coming in the house.
Oh, boy.
What score is it? 30, so it's going to he's pulling it back to 2 again.
Back to 2, yeah.
Yeah, he's escaped there because he played an awful shot previous. Justin.
Yeah, I really think Mason didn't get the most favorable roll off of his shot. What's Justin doing there? Is he playing? What's he doing?
Taking a combo and got away with it.
He did?
well, I mean, he made it. And
Yeah, I'm trying to keep as quiet as I can now.
he has a shot, but
Yes.
It's tough, huh?
Yeah, he's okay. He can make the 6, but what's going to happen next, I don't know.
It's all routine.
All in the plan. I think he did tell me that he likes to play.
Trouble too.
He likes to play like
something
different,
just
just to play the mental game or something with his opponent.
Is that what he told you?
Yeah, he was telling me yesterday.
What?
He says sometimes I beat them mentally. He says,
Yeah.
just because of the way I play. I said I can see that.
Fred Renner in the house. Hi, fellas. What's up, Fred?
Hey, what's up, Fred? Fred Renner's, I think he makes it, but my wife said makes the best salsa on the planet. He's going to be too straight on this ball.
Yeah, too straight and flirted with landing too close to the rail. You want to get close to your work, don't you, when you want to just draw down there a little bit. Oh, lining the 8-ball up.
I think the angle is good. It's just a little too close to the rail.
Yeah, just about okay.
All right. Hit that perfect, so straight in on the 8. Got to get back in line eventually, I think. It's way better than that scenario where you start getting just a little bit further, a little bit further, a little bit further out of line.
All right, during this rack, let's go over the undercard matches that we had. So for the women's, the Queens match, we had Holly DeVillers versus Connie Wassinger, and Holly ended up winning that one. In the Jester match, we had Eric Sweeney and wasn't Jamie? Who was Andy? Andy.
Good job, Brian.
Yeah. Well,
did you research this before you did it?
well, I'm looking at your flyer that you put out. That was wrong.
So
no. Anyway,
Cheddar blamed that on me. He did, and I showed the guy the text that I got from Cheddar telling me exactly who I have on that exact flyer.
So anyway, Andy ended up winning, so he'll be here next week to defend his. And then we had for the Knights match, we had Andrew Brooker and Dalton Box, and Andrew ended up winning that one, so he'll be back next week to defend his.
Brooker won.
Brooker won. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Tell you, he shoots damn good for what, 513 his rating was.
Well, Andy is a very dedicated guy. He's taking a lesson from me later this week.
Well, that doesn't explain much.
Well, he's going to be one that will draw some knowledge.
Oh, that's right.
Sure.
Eric Sweeney and Chad Grossman played. I'm sorry, it was Chad. Andy was the one I was talking about that played the Knights match. So yeah, Chad Grossman was the one versus Eric, and Chad ended up winning that one.
Is that to Chad I had a lesson with, right?
Chad Grossman?
Is it?
No, he's from Madison area. Oh, did you in Madison? Did you?
Maybe. There's a few Chads over there.
I'm guessing a scratch here, Darren. That's about how this has been going.
Wow. Can he finally pull it back to within one?
Well, he didn't scratch.
Did he make one?
Oh, look at how close to the scratch. The difference in the match right there. That could be what puts it over the edge. He didn't scratch on the break by about a half inch.
He did make one.
Yeah, made
straight
one.
down. So
solid looked great, huh?
No choice, except for the 5.
Oh, yeah.
Arthur Pudi and Anthony Sandlon.
The big one.
Yes, thank you very much.
Arthur Pudi is MH.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
So don't put too nice. The 11th.
Oh. Yeah, MH, their flyer was wrong. I know. Yep.
Yes. Does he get a nice bump?
Oh, yeah, he did get a nice
I don't know if that's any good.
If you can see the 6, it's so good. Yeah, I guess it could have been worse. I think he can see enough of the 6.
Maybe not.
He's going to play the 7, so that's a lot tougher. Oh, he's going to play it into the...
Look out for that 14 here.
The right corner.
Oh.
Playing the 7 to kiss into the 2.
I can tell you exactly what happens when I play that kiss shot, and I go right through the 2 like it's not even there, and I scratch in the corner.
Possible. It's a tough shot as well, this 7
Only because he's up on the rail like he is. If he could get to the bottom of that ball, I wouldn't see that happening at all. But
yeah, it's a thin cut shot as well. This is a tough shot. And a big one.
MH said, no, you gave Chad Goss a lesson. So that must have been here. Chad's up here.
A lot of funny names in this part of the world.
Chris.
We should try to give him some of the city names here in Wisconsin. See if he can.
Like a real name. Your name is city is good, just not the people.
Is Chris Chris the Tool Guntanis?
Yeah, tough shot.
Yeah. Chris the Tool. Wow, that actually worked out good.
Amazing. Yeah, he couldn't have really put his hand. He couldn't have placed that much better with his hand. What a roll he's had there. What a roll he's had there, Kenny.
Yeah, I'm not sure where he's going here.
Yeah, that's a roll of a match right there. Because he was out. If he don't cover that 9 in the side.
I kind of like trying to roll up behind the 15 here off the 14.
Yeah, you do you?
Even if you come short of it a little bit, you're still okay. You know, just past the side pocket here.
Yeah, see that. But I'm saying, like, there isn't loads of options, is there?
And that's
He's in a tough spot.
about what I see, I think. All right. Oh,
Massey?
yeah, little one.
Wow, what an effort.
Well,
I'll tell you what, though, that's not a bad shot. It's a little. I'll tell you what, that's a pretty good effort. And it's turned out really good. Because
Hey,
that 5 doesn't pass the 6.
blocked
and now
that
it doesn't
pocket.
pass the 11.
Yep.
Yeah, I think
definitely
he-
not past the 9. So.
came out real good, yeah. 7 ball is what he's
And
got, I
also,
think.
the 3 might not pass the 14, so. Yeah. No, it worked out very nicely. And probably deserved, really, because Justin got a big one there. A big roll. But he's at the table, so while you're at the table, you've got a chance.
Yeah. Kendall, show Patrick Glynn. He put a city on there. See if see what Darren how he pronounces that one.
What's that?
There's a city that someone typed.
I don't
Patrick
see
Glynn.
it anywhere.
It's on the YouTube.
On the YouTube?
Yeah. You don't see it anywhere?
No.
Okay. Must
Good
not
shot
be
there.
updated.
Ocon.
I'm not going to humiliate my guest because he
Oconomolis or
wants.
something?
There, yeah.
Is that a city?
Where are you?
Yeah, though.
Oconomolis?
Yeah, you see.
Or Oconomolis?
Yeah, this one right here.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
What is
Should
that?
put it's Oconomowoc.
Yeah. We have a bunch of cities like that. That's
Weird.
Indian names, yeah. They're all or Native American
Yeah.
names, sorry.
Okay.
That's not going to be good.
Definitely a strange bunch in this part of the world. They're definitely not all same. You're definitely not all from the same apple tree. That's for sure.
No, we aren't.
So again, another bad roll.
Here, this is a city just outside of here.
Wow, what's that? Cacona?
Hey, that was pretty good, actually.
Kakona?
Kakana. Most people are like Cuck.
Cacona.
Yeah. But yeah, they're all Indian names like Winnebago and.
Crazy, yeah.
Look at this.
Look at this here. It's all happening. 8 ball, and then they went in, the cue ball, everything.
This is like, I don't even know what to think.
He'll probably get out from here. He'll probably cut the 5 in the side pocket.
This game's like watching pinball, kind
Kiss
of.
the 15 half ball and come around nicely for the 2.
It's gonna cut this.
If he cuts the 5 in the side, is it close to making the 8 ball as well on the side?
MH said that he couldn't even pronounce Wisconsin when he first heard about it.
Yeah, Wisconsin.
Okay.
You mishit this and you're putting the 8 in the side, though. I can see
That's our
that.
fault. Wow, look at
Well,
this.
that
Overcut
was
it.
so close to making that 8.
Yeah, but you overcut it. Look at this here. Wow, drama.
Wow, holy cow.
Oh yeah.
Drama. That's changed this crack. He's not out
Oh,
of
this
this
is a
rack.
safety coming here.
Oh, but he's not out of the rack though on this visit.
This is. Well, maybe he's
Drama.
gonna. He might get aggressive here. We'll see.
MH said I couldn't even pronounce Wisconsin when
Yeah.
I first heard about it.
Are we repeating ourselves?
Did you say that?
Yeah.
What about you see Patrick Glynn and Chris Wilkowitz? That's another one that.
So what's he doing here?
I really don't know. It's
Playing
14 go. 14. Well, maybe he's
I was
playing.
going to
The,
bump the 5. Give him
10
some
ball?
breathing space. No. So Maybe the 14 goes.
I tell you, it must. The way it looks to me, it looks like he's
Yeah, it looks like it goes.
Maybe the 14.
Definitely would have liked
look. I just looked at the other camera and the screen. It looks like it goes. So yeah, I thought the 14 was tight against the 8. Wow,
Oh my!
Ooh.
big shot right there. Now it's game on. That's a big turning point, and that's the opportunity what Justin's been waiting for. Yeah, that was a big one there. And this is his chance to get back to within 1.
Hey, we can get it to 1.
They're putting just lists of names
all
up
these
there
names
for
that they want you to say.
I'll leave that one.
you. Yeah.
That's unbelievable, isn't it?
Well, I'll tell you that.
Ashwer Benon?
Yeah, Schwabenan.
Yeah, Ashwaubenon is just outside of Green Bay.
Wow.
Oh boy, we're within
Right,
1.
we're within 1.
13-12.
It was funny. What I think it was when the All-Star game was here back a while ago. They actually a TV station came and went to the other city and asked, gave them a bunch of city names and it was just the most hilarious thing trying to hear people say the names of some of the cities here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure nobody can pronounce your last name. Fung.
Fung. Newhan, right?
It's
Newhan.
it's actually pronounced Win.
Oh, okay. Really?
So as foreigners, he's Vietnamese.
Vietnamese, it's Newhan. Right? Fung Newhan or something.
So
Because my ex, some of her family's got the same last name.
MH's last name is Penglaze, and he plays pool league with Win. So they call their team Penguin.
Oh, okay.
This city right here was the most destroyed one. You know what that one is? Miniku?
It's pretty close.
That's
Minocqua.
Minocqua. Yeah.
Minocqua, I've actually heard of that.
All right, here we go. So,
That was a good break.
Yeah,
Wow,
that's
game on now here. This
Yes.
is going hill.
Yes, it is. I think so. Wow.
Oh, or is it?
yeah. 14-5 is
Yes.
14-5 is probably the only issue. But that 14 goes if you can get down to this end.
Yeah, got a truck. He needs to get on the 14 from this 12 now.
Do you like it right now? Yeah.
Yeah.
A little draw or coming?
Yeah, just a lot of right English. Let's get it up table, really. He's looking at the 9. I don't know why he's looking at the 9. He's only got 5 stripes on the table, hasn't he? So
Yeah. Is he shooting at 11? Huh?
you never know. Would
Yeah, sure.
I don't really.
I like the 11 and then the
12 to the 14 after that. You're thinking?
well, what's that 13 right there? 13-9.
Holy cow.
Oh,
I
I didn't like that.
World.
Yeah, it's all a bit.
I think it came out perfect though.
Well,
Really?
he's gonna have to spin that around there. He can't really look at the overhead. He can't really see. He's gonna have to spin it. He came up a little cheddar on that.
Oh, it's the little things that make me happy.
Right. He makes you happy. Come off the rail here.
Wow.
Look at this too.
What's the bounce going to be like?
Wow, he got
Look
that.
at that.
If
Wow.
he's played that shot, I mean, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Wow,
He's
that
had to play that rail first with
that
draw.
was a great shot.
If he played that, fair play to him.
Shot of the match if he did play that.
Yeah.
You couldn't have got better on this ball, I don't think. Nice angle where you don't even have to try and come around the 5. You can just push straight over and back out, I think, you know.
Yeah, got on that 15. Nice little angle on it.
Make the ball.
Is he going?
He's taking it all the way up. God, I would think he's taking it all the way up.
Yeah, I mean, unbelievable, really.
He's going to tie things up if he can manage to stay out from behind the 8 here. The way things are going.
Struck that good.
Held it perfect for that 8 ball, so he's going to tie things up here. And we got a match. Then some. It's good breaking run there from Justin on
Tie score.
Race to 2.
Well, nothing better than a hill match. How late are we? Oh, it's not even late yet. Pool player time. This is like just the start of the session time, right?
Race to 2. You wouldn't have thought this an hour ago.
Right. No kidding. So I guess last night that's what my bartender was telling me when we started walking over this way was last night she had to call the police because there were some people hanging around out front looking pretty shady, and a couple of bars have been robbed over the last couple of weeks in the city.
Wow.
So
Are you serious?
yeah. Wow. So she had to call the police. 3 squads came. The guy took off right away. They pulled him over. And
Patrick Glenn says, well, no matter how this turns out, what a great match to watch. Always enjoy watching these two play. It has been a really good match, that's for sure.
yeah, I agree. I mean, I think there's been some shots where it's kind of been like, what in the world's going on here? But
Yeah, been a few big turning points, a few twists, a few unexpected misses, and some great runouts and some great shot making. And like I said, the big turning point was that one at 13-11. That ball what Mason missed. Just finally allowed Justin back to him in 1, and he's took advantage of it. What's going to happen here?
Another ball there.
I think something went down.
Yeah, a stripe in the side.
Yeah, and they're all there.
Another wide open rack here.
Yeah, stripes look the best. Yeah, probably play the 13. Might draw it back, might not. But just stop it and then play the 14. You never know, so I don't want to say too much. See, he's got his own way of playing. So yeah, he's going to play the 14, run it through for the 12. I'm pretty confident he's going to do that. Make
Yeah,
the 14,
get past the 7 here.
yeah, get past the 7, play the 12, and then the 10, and then the 2, the 11, and the 9.
Oh, jacking up for some reason.
What's he
I
doing
don't know
here?
why.
Wow, this is unbelievable.
That's a bad shot.
Why?
Unbelievable.
That's like the only way not to get a ball there.
The only way you can mess that rack up is by playing the shot he's just played.
Yeah, I would agree.
It's like not the worst shot I've ever seen, but it's in the top 5.
There was no reason for that.
That's unbelievable.
11 in the corner. That's what he's going to end up. That's what he's reduced to here.
There's probably more chance of making the 10 actually. But
Oh yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
You never know. I mean, I can't believe the shot he's just played.
Getting out his jump cue or what? I think he just reached for his jump cue. I think he's going to jump the 12 here. I really do. Oh, yeah, he is. Yeah, 12 in the corner.
Yeah, and that 10 definitely cuts as well. I mean, it's thin, but it definitely cuts.
Well, and the 11 cuts too.
Yeah,
I mean, but
they'll
that's
probably
over.
make it.
That's
They'll
over a
probably
ball.
make the
Yeah.
12 and get perfect, and we all say, "Oh, what an amazing run out!" But I mean, it's just unbelievable. Really, he had like roadmap.
Yeah. He's been fairly accurate with his jump
Why we
cue.
love the game, innit?
Wow. This.
You can play probably the worst shot of your life, and then play a great shot.
Wow.
Like that. It just makes no sense.
That came out smelling like roses there.
Yeah, he's landed absolutely perfect. I mean, it
Yeah,
was a
and
great jump
I mean,
shot, but I mean, to be in that position is unbelievable, really. From where he was on the 14.
Now he's going to cut the 10.
Yeah, you never know. Yeah. He's definitely a highlight reel player. That
Even
there,
that,
what's
I
he
don't
doing?
understand what he was doing there.
He's trying to punch the 7 to get shape on the 11, which is absolutely no need to do at all, because it wasn't really there. So he's tried to steal the pocket. Well, all I have to do is just draw that ball in.
I think I like cutting the 7 here, playing off the 4 to get around the 2.
Crazy.
What?
Yeah, that 9, all I have to do is singe it back for that.
What do you mean, what?
10.
Darren, you see what I'm saying, right? Play off the 7, off the 4 for the
Why
2
would-
up here in the corner.
Yeah, you could even make the 9 at the same time. You never know.
That's right.
Okay, just move a shit ton of balls. Perfect.
Yeah, it's dangerous to be fair. Like I say, I'm not a big fan of moving balls, but sometimes you have to. And he's put himself in more. Well, he's in a tough spot now, isn't he? Right?
Yeah.
Where the 2 and the 5 is.
6 goes, I think.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh my
What's
goodness. I
gonna
don't know
happen
what's
now?
going on here.
Look at this here. What a roll is that here?
Wow, got away
It's
with it.
all going on here.
And there goes a cue ball
I
flying
probably
across
did like
the table.
your shot. I would have hit the 7 into the side, hit the thin side of the 4, so you make sure you don't move the 8. Because then you can move the 9 out of the way over the pocket also, and you're guaranteed a shot. Still
like
on
that.
something. But
Well, you
everything's
still
gone
giving
a
him
bit.
a chance.
It's all gone like
here, too.
panicky now. It's all panicky now. Everything's rushed and quick strokes really.
Looks like
And,
there
Yeah,
is-
that's typically what I say. Mason always did better than I did. You know, he normally I don't see him get so jumpy.
Yeah, some strange strokes going on. Strange shot selections more than anything. Is he playing this off the 1 ball?
No, it goes through.
Wow.
Oh,
We almost made it.
Yeah, it's a decent attempt because I think he only had like only a little small portion of the pocket there.
Well, this, if I don't see an out, would really surprise me because this is pretty set up now.
Yep. Yeah, neither has really covered themselves in glory in this rack, so especially Justin.
This is a little touchy. Gotta be careful.
Played it well.
Lucky you didn't kick that 4 out quick enough to get in the way there. Almost did.
little cheddar. Quote, not the worst shot I've ever seen, but in the top 5. Best comment ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have liked to have left that pink there, Mason. Kenny, and played the 1 ball first, but
Only person on the planet that gets away with calling me Kenny. I love it. It's just the British accent, man.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
it. You get away with it.
he's got the right side here, so that's good. It's a big rack. You always want to get to that hill first.
You know, the stroke looks like it's back to at least a semi-confident stroke. You know.
Oh,
On the hill.
14, 13.
Hair pulling time.
If he keeps putting himself through these type of matches, that airline won't last very long.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Is that what happened to me? I'm not sure what.
Yeah, I think it's happened to most pool players.
Yeah.
Like Shaven Bowen, he's still trying to hold on to his hair, really, and I keep telling him he needs to get the clippers on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you soon know when you see yourself on TV and you've got that overhead camera and it's shining on top of your head.
Yeah,
You think, oh,
that's
now
right.
it's time. It's time to get the clippers out.
Yeah, I'm at that point. Pretty close.
Yeah, you're bald.
I'm not told. I'm not. Come on, Kendall.
That's
I
right.
got some hair.
I'll tell you what, the first time I saw that I was golden bald, I was a high-rise window cleaner, and we were to give you an idea how long ago this was, we were videotaping with a VHS recorder from the top, looking down, it's 210 feet or something. I'm like, holy cow, I don't have any, what's going on? I have no hair on the top of my head. I was back then I had a mullet too, so I cut that off right away because I didn't want to be that guy.
Did you do the comb over?
No, I never
Yeah,
did
that comb over's not the greatest idea in the world, is it? Yeah. when it's
Nice
time
and-
to go, just get it off.
That's right.
So you need to get your clippers out as well, Brian.
That's what we were just
I
saying.
know.
Yeah. You
Sort of
definitely-
get away with it with that grey
That's what I call
grey
it.
hair. Sort of getting away with it a little
Right.
bit.
Well,
I've
once
just
he
noticed-
gets out of the sun and he's whiter,
Yeah, sort of
red
getting
nose
away with it a
little
little bit
burnt.
with all that grey stuff around you, around your face, like a little grizzly bear, like an old grizzly bear.
It's hunting season, man.
Yeah. Finally went back to the head ball break.
Did you make one?
Yeah, made one and
Hey,
pretty
did.
good rack.
Pretty open
This
rack
was the
here.
8-ball, oh, no. Okay.
7 balls the issue, I think.
Okay.
Little tricky start here, I think.
Yeah, maybe you might bump that 13er. Got a nice little angle here.
Just got to be careful not to force it out.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, there wasn't loads of angle, was there? But it's still got a chance
Oh,
off
yeah,
the
1 to the
6.
6 here.
But I like playing it. Do you play the 1 rail off the 6 or 2 rails?
Probably like 1, but
Ooh. It's 2 now, I think.
Yeah, it's 2 now.
Unless it goes somewhere, no. Yeah, it's 2 rails, but it needs to hit this nice.
Well, I mean, he still could get the one, but he's got a better chance of 2 rails.
Yeah, the 1's more of a field stroke, isn't it? He's got to hit that perfect stroke. Because there's not enough angle on the 6, you see. It's not natural. The 2 rail's more natural. And he's got a bigger target to it. Coming off
yeah,
that long
because you
rail.
could catch the backside of the 13 even if you were long.
Yep. He's got to just play it and try and get the best contact he can. Do you try and be too cute and hit the 13, or just make sure you hit one of them, you know what I mean? Still a good chance of getting a shot, I think. If you hit it at the right speed.
Yeah, I was going to say, you just don't want to hit it too hard. I don't
Well, he's
know.
playing for the corner. I didn't
Oh,
realise it
look
went to
at
the
that
corner. I mean, that's
shot, yeah.
definitely
Oh, wow.
the
yeah,
shot
it does
there.
go.
If he, I did
Only
see
look-
that.
If only we were paying attention here, we would have seen it.
Yep. He was blind to that one. And he's played it very well. Very well. So
Think he-
one good
think
shot
he-
here.
Draw out of this, or?
Yeah, I don't know what the angle is.
Yeah, I
He's
don't know.
drawing back, yep. So
Looks
one
like
good
it,
shot.
yeah. And hold it.
Careful not to get back into that traffic. Like that.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's the only time when I believe the long stick hinders you.
Yeah, there, because he got too much weight
It's-
coming.
yeah, just too much weight at the top end, I think. Yeah, I think that's a hell of a lot easier with a normal length cue, that type of shot. It's got more feel for it, I believe.
Yeah, it's lighter, yeah.
Well, folks,
Well,
we could have
drama
a
again.
hill
It's looking
match.
like hill now, unless he finds a kick shot.
Oh, you could get safe here off that shot that he's looking at. Or leave him in traffic. Yeah, that's hopeful, I guess.
To say the
It's
least.
probably, that's probably a dad comment coming out there
You
instead of a non-biased pool playing
There's even
comment.
a case of playing the two rail and kick the 4 in the top left, but
Oh,
What's
yeah.
he doing? Oh, yeah.
He's playing the
One
2.
rail
yeah,
kick,
this
yeah.
is probably the right shot. Wow, it's a good
Ah,
effort, to
damn,
be
he
fair.
hit it. He almost
He
hit
hit that
that.
good.
Fantastic.
It was only like maybe a millimetre from hitting that perfect.
Well,
So the rack's not over though, that's for sure.
No, there's some work here.
Well,
12.
Chris G says, I definitely don't want to be in Darren
What's he say?
Appleton's top 5 worst shot list.
Yeah,
Yeah, you obviously
you
haven't.
might be in it. Have you got a lesson with me?
You haven't obviously watched Chris shoot it all, have you?
Right. Just don't play pool around him then, Chris.
Yeah, don't. All right, player break.
Probably a break, so it's a
Brian
commentator
Dow-
break.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you could probably go for like a 10-minute break here.
Yeah. Well, hopefully it's not that one. Well, folks, hang out. We're almost at the end of this match. We got Mr. Darren Appleton in the booth with me commentating, and we're really looking forward to the conclusion of this match. And here come our players. All right, we're going to get back to the match here. We got Justin Volk shooting at stripes, trying to tie this thing up on the hill if he can get out here. Couple deep breaths there by Justin, and I think he knows that it's a pretty crucial run here. So. Only ball that's even really a question here is that 12 ball, and I'm pretty sure it goes pretty easily past the 4.
Yeah, back to the match. Ooh, that was good. 2-railer.
2-rail shot for the side pocket. And
corner pocket.
Justin set up straight in on that 13 in the side.
Yeah. What is 12. Yeah, well, if you get rid of that. God, it's so hard to tell these balls on this screen. 13 ball, if you can get rid of that, was that the 15 or 13 ball?
Yeah, I think I'd go 13 to the 11 to the 12.
13. Oh, yeah, that's the 11 also. Yeah, 13 to 11. Yeah, and then 12. Because the 12 will go in either pocket there. So.
Yeah, I think so. It looks like it goes either way. Just.
You definitely don't want to take the 11 now and run into that. Into that 14 ball.
I mean, maybe you take the 11, you pull down for the 14 if you can hold it without getting behind the 2. Looks like he's
gonna
looking at it.
No, I think he's taking. I think he wants to know what position it needs to be. He's gonna take the 13. 13 is looking at what position he wants to be for that ball, I think.
Oh, look, Darren's back just in time to be confused with all of us. No. No, it is.
Oh! He got good on it.
Well, the 12 does go in the side, but I guess he's going to play for the corner.
I think it goes both corners. We were kind of discussing that. I think no matter what, coming down here for the 8 is going to be the question shot.
He's just got to get perfect shape on that, or break it out. Okay. That'll work too.
That was my 4th option.
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah, that turned out pretty good, though, I think.
Ryan Dowling, you should love the commentary tonight. We only got a world champion sitting alongside us commentating.
Patrick, all-time worst time for player break. Chris Wilkowitz says, Darren, do you have any good Larry Neville stories from back in the day?
Yeah, I played him on the IPT in 2006. I beat him 8-7, and it was like a great match, but it was one of those where we were both like desperate to win that match. It was a big match, actually. We had a great match there, yeah. That's the first time I really met him and played him. Very ferocious on the table, very powerful. Quite an intimidating player, actually. Yeah, always a tough player to play against. I remember him playing the bonus ball in 2013. He played on Earl Strickland's team. Him and there was Larry, Earl, and the other guy, was it Jeremy Jones on the same team?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I remember Larry. Oh, no, it was Larry, Warren Camco, and Earl. So, yeah, I remember that. So, yeah, it's the first time I really got to spend time with Larry on a personal level, and, yeah, good guy. On the table, very tough.
Monster.
Didn't give anything away, obviously. I think, obviously, a bit of a bully on the table, let's say.
Yeah.
But off the table, he's quite like a complete opposite personality off the table.
Yeah,
on
I
the
was the
table,
first one to
he
show
was
you
a
a shot.
bulldog.
Yeah. I just always remember him being the first one to show you a shot or pull some guy aside and show him something. I don't know why he's been looking at this as long as he has.
Well, if he plays it the way he's
Well,
looking, he might scratch you.
Yeah, I think that's what he's worried about. Because he's going to have to hit a little stronger than he wants to because such a thin cut.
Should just draw this with right.
MH says, see if the Americans know how to pronounce River Thames. Is it Thames or Thames?
Apparently
River
not.
Thames,
River Thames.
a famous river in the UK. Look at this. Wow.
Oh, yeah, that's a good shot. Well,
Hill Hill.
We got Hill Hill, folks.
What else would you expect on the King of the Hill match but a Hill match?
Yep.
Here we go.
One of those what could have gone. I mean, Mason could have really took off in this match and put it to bed early, but when he didn't, you just felt as if there was always a chance of this happening.
Matt Daber says Kiamko.
Warren Kiamco, Larry
that?
Neville, and Earl Strickland. That was their team on the bonus ball.
Oh, okay.
Not too sure what the name of the team was or what state they represented. Might have been Las Vegas. Las Vegas, Larry will know, or his wife, if they're listening.
Chris
I think they represented Las Vegas team, but I can't remember what was their nickname, let's say. Where my team was Philadelphia Aces.
Oh, nice.
That was a cool concept. I really,
Yeah, it was really good. It's a shame, really.
I really enjoyed that. I thought it was gave it kind of the spark that pool needed. You know, made it like an actual event.
Matt Daber said New
Oh,
York.
New York, yeah, that's it. New York was their team. Not
Oh,
too
that's
sure what
right.
their nickname was.
Ray says I always play my best right after a bathroom break. Deucin.
Big rack here. Big break.
Control
Maloney
the
says-
cue ball.
Holy cow!
Looks dry.
Hill Hill.
Uh-oh.
Is it made a ball?
He did not make a ball.
2, 4, 6. Yeah, he made a stripe.
Oh, he did.
Made a stripe.
But the table's very ugly.
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
As usual, it's very rarely you get a wide open table, Hill. So you sort of expect drama.
Michelle just said New York Pride.
That's the one, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, I remember their team after one match. Earl got into it with his captain, Jeremy Jones, and he was going to go outside and fight. Well, Jeremy wanted him to go outside and fight. It was like,
Oh, are you
quite
serious?
funny. Yeah, it's on video YouTube somewhere. Someone posted it up a couple of weeks ago after Earl got announced in the team, because
Where's he
obviously
playing?
he was nearly fighting a few years ago.
He's probably playing it safe.
So he's took solids, and now he's playing safe. Which is probably the right option this stage of the match. He's had a nice
Yeah.
little tickle there with tying the 11 ball up. Just for a little bit of extra insurance, make the game a bit scrappier. So we've got plenty of pool left in this rack.
Yep. Robert Hadinko says, Dynamite, you have anything coming up around Pittsburgh area?
Nothing in Pittsburgh, I'm afraid. Yeah, I've been there a couple of times, but I haven't been there for quite some time. I don't know of any tournaments around that area. Wasn't that far from where I used to live in Allentown, Pennsylvania. The Steelers, they cost me money today. Drawing it home against Detroit. Ravens last week against, what was that team? New York Jets or something.
Roethlisberger was out, though, today,
Yeah,
wasn't
but
he?
still, I mean, they're at home against Detroit, who's been getting whacked every week.
Yeah. Thank God.
But to be fair, I thought Denver would beat the Eagles, but Eagles dominated them. So it's one of them, that NFL, it's hard to predict.
Michelle Neville said number 74. Where does that?
Number 74.
Did you have jersey numbers? Did you?
Oh, his jersey number?
Must have been.
Oh, yeah, we all had jersey numbers, didn't we? I can't remember what mine
It was like hockey, kind of.
Yeah. So, what's he going to do here? Bring the 9 into play?
I don't know what that was.
Chris G says Larry Neville, hands down, his best player to come out of Wisconsin to date. Really cool seeing him at the Mad Apple every single week. Matt Davis says the only player I ever saw or listened to was Larry during bonus ball. An intriguing game to say the least. Yeah, kind of like a same as you, Darren. Is I didn't really know Larry. He had been down to the Sussex for a couple tournaments, but I didn't really know him. But him and Michelle were living down in Sussex area for a while, and they actually had their wedding at Sussex, and so I got to know Larry and Michelle pretty well. And yeah, when you meet him, he's very intimidating because the pool game, but after you get to know him as a person, it's like a teddy bear off the table.
Yeah, like a little teddy bear. I would have liked to seen the replay on that previous shot. I had a little funny feeling that he'd double it the cue ball, but I could be wrong.
Foul there?
Oh, you think so?
No, it just out of the 2 ball. It's just out of the cue ball at the 2. It looked like it was a double it, but it wasn't. So I do apologise.
He pushed it in again,
Yeah.
Well,
so it did do him any favours making them 2 balls, because he's got less balls to play with now. And does young Mason try and get an angle on this 11 to go into the 14 and 15 and go for the juggler?
Yeah, I don't know.
No, it looks like he's committed, but I don't know which ball he's going to use. Maybe he might use the 12, come off the side rail and go into him that way.
9 ball?
Yeah, I don't really like using
the 9 ball's not. It's a little bit too high in my opinion, so it's hard to hit them perfect and get
takes that 11
a big split.
11 first.
If he takes the 11, that's why he's yeah, not in love with this shot.
Jack.
I don't like what you end up with here. I mean,
he needs to hit that 15 half ball and kiss the 5 with a 15. That's the only good things I can see happening here. If he hits that 15 half ball after making this 9, so he needs to hit the 15 on the left hand side and kiss the 5 with a 15. No, that was a problem. It was a tough shot, but that's what he had to do.
Robert says Steelers got me too, buddy. And Chris Wolkowitz, Larry's a teddy bear that breaks like a grizzly bear.
Well, he can cut this ball in though. Oh, can he play a combination? Well, that's not a bad shot if he can do this. Play the 14-15, even if you get the pocket and get the cue ball back up table.
Yeah, down by the 12 here.
Yep.
We're getting around 2 rails.
And if he gets this right, he's right back in it. Right back in this game. If he gets it wrong, it could be his last shot.
Yeah, I remember that match, Michelle. Michelle said, never play Larry a race to 7 to own you. I lost now on Mrs. Neville's. My smart-ass mouth.
No. I need something good to happen here. I tell you what, it's not bad. It's not as bad as what you think.
The 1 doesn't go, I don't think.
No.
Yeah, this is not as bad as you think. Because if he does not play the right shot here, and young Mason's going to play the 15 onto the 4 and get cue ball up table, he's just become favourite. He's got to play the right shot here, and that's not bad to be fair to him, but still not great, because I'd still play the 15 onto the 4.
Yeah, 15-4, leave him.
Even if you just leave him jacked over the 15, right?
Yeah.
With a cue ball and let him have a bank shot.
Straight in, right?
Or you take your biscuit and make the 12, spin it off 2 rails and try and get some action down there, but I don't like that shot at this stage.
Not on the hill, yeah.
Make him do something. Put all the pressure on him. Make him come with a big shot. He might be trying to draw behind the 14, that's too difficult. Yeah, that's too difficult. Just make the ball, pal. Yeah, he did. Rather did, or he was just trying to make it more difficult bank shot, I guess. But I like just rolling that ball in and leaving the cue ball on top of the 15, because then it's a hell of a tough shot, right?
Right.
If you're jacked over the 15. Because he's looking as if he can cut this one ball in.
Yeah, it's
Maybe.
tough.
But to be honest, I'd rather him play the cut on the one ball than the bank on the free.
Yeah.
Because if he banks the free, he's definitely won, right? If he makes the one ball, he's not guaranteed to win, because he's not guaranteed to get shape.
Yeah.
Wow,
No,
what's he
didn't
done
get
there? I
the
can't believe how quick he played it.
Yeah.
It's amazing how some shots he plays like he takes his time, and then like the shot like where it's the most important shot of the match, it's like one stroked it.
Yeah.
I don't even know what he played. What did he call there? You know what he called? Did he play the bank or did he try to cut the one?
He tried to cut
Tried
the
to
one.
cut the one.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's unbelievable.
Yeah, I think he was playing off the 3 first, because I don't think he quite had the one.
Wow, I can't believe he didn't call the free then. It was the bank.
Mm.
I mean, he nearly made the bank. Wow, look at this. Just about okay, I guess. But he's got to play a good one
careful,
here.
Yeah.
One good shot here. Or does it? Oh, he's taking this one first. If you can do that, that's even better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this shot a lot better.
Yeah.
I didn't realise he could get through. Wow, where's his cue ball? Nice. Just made sure of the ball.
Shot there.
Didn't do anything special. Just made sure of the ball.
You follow this up too,
Does it
or do
follow
you
this
just
up
draw a
there?
little?
Yeah, it's one of those, isn't it? Really, I think you like to punch it at this stage because he's obviously going to feel it in obviously feeling the pressure. But it's personal preference, I guess. Yeah, you want to shoot this one,
Uh-oh.
Don't get too close.
and he couldn't have played it much better,
That's
really.
fine, yep.
Yeah, it's a
played that
good
beautiful.
shot. On the line now.
Played it good.
Yep. And I mean, overall, he probably does deserve to win the match, but he definitely made it hard work for himself. But every credit to Justin, he dug in great here and gave him a great game in the end. Oh,
My goodness. Wow. All right, folks. That'll end that match today. I want to thank Darren again. Darren, thank you very much for, number one, coming to see us here at the Mad Apple. We really appreciate that, and I know all my players do. But for sure, sitting in and having a little bit of fun with us and commentating. Thank you for that, and look forward to the rest of the
it was
week.
great. I really enjoyed the match and picked a good one to commentate.
Yeah.
Two good players and two good guys, and yeah, it was a great match and a great ending.
All right, and we're going to have some matches coming up for you hopefully this week yet, so we'll be throwing those up on the stream. I know Mason's going to play a match at one point, and I'm going to throw some money at you too. So.
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah.
All right.
Well, hopefully.
Well, yeah, I'm the only one that beat you. You got to remember that. So, all right. Anyway, so thank you very much. Appreciate it. And Brian, as always, thank you. As much of a hard time as I give you, you know, I love the fact that you come down and do this every week with us. So thank you, sir.
If we didn't give each other a hard time, I didn't think you'd like me. So
make sure you guys go out there, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the little bell so you know every time we go live. And thanks again, everybody. Have a great night.
have a good night.
It's got a pretty cool setup in here, huh? It's a pretty cool setup in here.
That's fun. It's not even up fully. There's usually another monitor here where it's